Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Fonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat kepa, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon.
Beseku.
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Ba.
Spoon.
Skidibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kuwa. Beseku, kudileo. Kuwa, kudileo.
On the spoon to get
Yes,
your
what you want.
information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television.
So folks, welcome back to Spoon TV. We coming to you live from the Capitol building, and we are directly on the Senate wing of the Liberian Senate. The protest of Senate staffers continuing here for the 4th day. We started bringing you coverage live from here on Thursday, which was the first day, Thursday of last week, which was the first day of the protest action here by Senate staffers. They are demanding 2 months extra sitting areas or benefit owed them by the Liberian Senate. They are also demanding 6 months gasoline and they are demanding insurance benefit. According to them, they were told that they were on mutual insurance, and they went there, they took their family there, they've been treated. But since then, when they go back there, they are not allowed on grounds that their bosses have not paid.
Yeah, I'm smiling because I got the support of the staffers on the basis of on the basis of my transparency with them. So once I say, Prince Moreover, leave the place, the people will take you out of the place. Okay. Today, we just amend our actions by saying no senator can even enter their own offices and things. What they coming to do here when they are already cloaked us. So as you can see, today's day 2, no senator, they tried to sling in, we pull out Senator Bodo Cannon, we pull out that Henry Tokpa from the Bon County, we pull out Senator Simeon Taylor, and they are now seeking refuge at the UL campus. There where they will be. We're not going to allow them in here to do any illegal thing under the law because we are not concerned about that. They are confirmation hearing. You want to confirm cat, you can go ahead. You want to confirm a dog, you can go ahead. What we are concerned about is our 2 more extra session benefit, and we are adding more demand. One of those additional demands as of yesterday to today, we talk about the issue of our insurance. The Senate went into an agreement with the mutual insurance where we are benefited medical insurance, and up to now, 6 months now the Senate don't want to pay. We are demanding the payment. Our chair pronounced to the staffer that the budget, if the budget passes, we are going to buy 2 buses for the Senate Staffer Association.
I charge Okoro, Madam Johnson absconded.
Okay. What do you think would be the cause for which Madam Johnson is allegedly absconded from being investigated?
Well, I cannot tell you what is the reason because I'm not in the head of Madam Johnson or any other person. But what I can say is there's something in the law that says flight. Flight is an expression of guilt. When you do something and you begin to run away, it tells someone that you are guilty of the act. I'm just saying it's a legal principle. Do not misquote me to say I said she's guilty because I'm not a court of law. I'm making this clarity because the tendency of people going misinterpreting people is very obvious. I'm not a court of law. I'm not a judge to adjudge anybody guilty. I'm just saying there's a principle that says when you do something and you run away, then there's a legal principle that says whenever you flee, it's an expression of what? Guilt. So if you don't want anybody to claim that, you are guilty, the best thing you can do is to what? Avail yourself and say what you know. Once that is done, then the rest is going to be left with the legal process. The legal representations are going to handle the rest.
Okay.
Is
right?
There any legal backing that she was arrested that late night?
Is there
any legal backing?
No, I mean, some people have a lot of misconceptions about when to make arrest. We don't have any specific time to make arrest. We can make arrest at any given time. Just understand that.
Mr. Carter, you talk about Johnson escaping or absconding from the police. At what time did she escape? Was she under the jurisdiction or the custody of the police? Yeah. What can you describe? Because it's inconceivable. It seems inconceivable to notice that a female escaped from the Labrador National Police arrest. Maybe I'm raising some of the, I can late to church.
I was just about to say that. Like the saying goes, when you go to the church, you don't raise a new song because maybe the song must have already been sung. I'm saying I started from the beginning and said these officers responded just for the benefit of you. They responded between Buchanan and Broad Street after they had gotten some information about Queen being at one of the entertainment places, Red Line. So they responded, and the situation was very volatile. As a result, there was a backup force that came to, back up the officer that responded. And so there was one senior officer, according to the officers, who said he would have assisted. He would have assisted in ensuring that Queen, senior officer of the police, in his, bringing Madam Johnson to the headquarters of the police. And so he placed Madam Johnson in allegedly, he placed Madam Johnson in his vehicle.
Was it a private vehicle?
It was a private vehicle. His vehicle, officer of the police, identified by the junior officer as Atman Harding. Right? So those officers have been subjected to professional standards. Senior Officer Harding has also been subjected to professional standard investigation. It's for them to be able to provide information as to how it happened. The officer will go to effect arrest and make sure that they are successful in effecting arrest. In the end, the suspect is not brought here at headquarters. So hopefully in the course of next week, we'll provide you another update as to the outcome of the investigation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
The officers who said he would have assisted, there was a backup force that came to, back up the officer that responded. And so there was one senior officer, according to the officers, who said he would have assisted in ensuring that Queen, senior officer of the police, in his, bringing Madam Johnson to the headquarters of the police. And so he placed Madam Johnson allegedly in his vehicle.
Was it a private vehicle?
It was a private vehicle. His vehicle, officer of the police, identified by the junior officer as Atman Hadi. Right? So those officers have been subjected to professional standards. Senior officer Hadi has also been subjected to professional standard investigation. It's for them to be able to provide information as to how it happened. The officer will go to effect arrest and make sure that they are successful in effecting arrest. In the end, the suspect is not brought here at headquarters. So hopefully in the course of next week, we'll provide you another update as to the outcome of the investigation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. That's Mr. Moses Carter there addressing the press, giving update on the arrest of excuse me, Mr. Carter. Sorry, we also understand that she was not the only person. There were other individuals linked to this. So she's the only one now that the police has sight on.
Yes, that had sight on yesterday. But the other ones, like another suspect that we already announced or declared wanted. Yes.
You don't know the name of that person?
I can figure his name, but I mean, he's also one
not
of
the
persons that we declare wanted. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So Mr. Moses Carter, police spokesman, addressing the press on the arrest of Queen Johnson. He told us that Queen Johnson absconded. That's the information they got after she was placed in a private vehicle of police officers. Those two police officers have been subjected to professional standard division for investigation on how did she abscond the scene of the arrest. And so we will bring you update. My name is Aaron Kuban. Though we are the capital, but we thought to rush here quickly when we got the information.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision.
Okay, tune to Spoon, Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1 FM, Super 95.5 FM. We'd like to say welcome to another edition of the program again. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. We are here tonight live on across the Spoon network. This is where we get to talk about the trending national issues. On this edition of the late night show, as we've been talking, we're going to have a special guest. A lot of you follow the previous editions of the show, and most of you are aware that we discussed the issue that had to do with Queen Johnson, the alleged arrest by the Liberia National Police and some of the reports that came out. Well, she's going to be our guest tonight. We will speak with her. She'll be appearing on the show as we get to hear her own side of the story, comparing it to that of what the Liberia National Police has provided. And we also have some training issues to talk about here tonight as well. So I'd like to say welcome to the show. We're live on Spoon FM, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV. We're also live on YouTube, and the handle is Spoon Talk Live. So thanks for joining us tonight. If you are just coming on for the first time, we'll ask that you kindly share the program, share the show, so we have a great conversation here tonight. So let me just bring in the folks. Let me bring in our co-moderator, Moba Zoka. He's already set to join us tonight. Moba, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you on tonight.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
I saw the text. Not the text, but the post on the group chat. I was like, wow, that's going to be really, really great tonight. We're looking forward, to having a good show tonight. How was your day, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I think my day was good. Yeah, and so it's good to be here tonight. I'm
Great.
glad to see you. I see you in your regular spot. The computer shooting
I know.
from one corner. Yeah, but it's good to be here tonight. Hope you've already shared the show.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So let me bring on the rest of the guys.
And let's just bring a cookie like putting Bugaso.
Okay, so guys, welcome to the show, man. Good to have all of you on.
We Yeka press conference.
They put out like putting Buga. Fafa cookie, come on.
No, come on. Hans, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on tonight.
Like the way the man catch Costa and like what Joey catch Costa.
Y'all coming bring that political Buka story. Yeah, we
the fish though. The real fish.
No, listen, what's surprising to me, right? George right now praising Yaga Koluba. I just thinking, I've been thinking about it. Wow, so how that brain looking. When they man on your side, before they man not on your side, on your side.
We'll talk about that thing. We'll talk about Yaka Koluba story, that long evergreen story right down there. Interestingly, Yaka Koluba has become George's best friend. George says
the man has said mega mental problem. The man has best friend. So I got confused.
We're going to talk about that as well. But it's good to be on here tonight. Welcome to all of you guys. Officer Hans Johnson. Are you sleeping on us, Officer Johnson? You sleeping on duty or what? Oh, okay. What is that?
Oh, man, I prepared my notes for Queen Johnson, my man.
Oh. Queen, you preparing notes for her?
I prepared my notes for everything. But Nelson, I love your suit, man. Somebody come to America soon. Please get me one of those suits. We'll talk after the show. We'll talk after the show.
I'm gonna get one for you.
Yeah. We'll talk after the show.
All right. Yes, man. George Wheeler, thanks for joining us tonight. I see you relaxed, very relaxed. You seem to be so relaxed tonight.
Very relaxed.
Whenever you see George relaxed like that, it means that he's in a dangerous position.
You see a shirt, a reset.
Again, welcome to the show. Let me bring okay, so again, Francis, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on. Though I didn't officially welcome you, but I saw that you were already doing your thing. But it's good to have you on. Miss Cora, thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome to the show as well. And let me say welcome to Jirau Sandy, and the man who toured the entire Africa, and then he just went back. He's gonna be coming back to tour 2 continents in 2 weeks. I want to say It's good to have you on tonight as well, Sandy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I see Marie is here. Wow. Marie, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you on tonight as well. So coming on the show tonight, Konya Lofa will be coming on alongside Queen Johnson. We're going to be getting the whole story about how this thing happened. The Liberian National Police has her own side of the story. As you watched from the very start of this show, police spokesman Moses Carter went on to narrate how the entire incident occurred from one point to another and everything he had to say. Well, it's just fair that we get to hear from Queen Johnson. Queen Johnson will be giving her side of the story. She says she has some startling revelation to make here tonight on the show. So she'll be coming alongside Konya Lofa. We will be bringing them on shortly. But let me hear from you guys, man. And this one, I want us to be very quick on it because you guys already know we have our guests coming on. Let's hear your quick 1 minute. What's on your mind? Anything you want to talk about quickly. Then we move on to our guest here tonight.
Which way you going?
So let's start with Moba, and then he will take charge from there.
Thank you, Nelson. Well, nothing much on my mind tonight. I'm just excited. The staffer, continue their protest, and I hope they shouldn't stop. They should meet their demand as a citizen of Liberia. They all need benefit as well as every other Liberian who work in the government, and more especially the Senate, the senator, including the committee, all of them. So I think they should keep on doing their things. They should keep on their protests, keep the government feet to fire until that demand can be met. I'm proud of them, and I'm gonna commend them for what they are doing. Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Hello, fellow panelists. Thank you, Nelson, for this moment. What's on my mind now is the current situation with Liberians traveling via Air Morocco. Right, this is becoming a trending issue in the country, the ill treatment of Liberians, and we have our Senate and House in Liberia running behind to confirm 2 individuals, and these are meaningful things they could take up and call upon the management and whoever at Air Morocco and ask questions about people's luggage and how people are being ill-treated in the house when they land in Morocco. It's becoming a trend. This is what will happen over here. They will call the airline industry, whoever they are, and let them go to some hearing or house hearing. Let them appear and discuss why are Liberians being treated like this instead of running to try to confirm 2 individuals with a short time. But anyway, we'll leave that with the next incoming government to take up. Thank you.
Look, guys, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited because the chaos that Yeke Koloba is bringing, I'm all for it. I'm so happy that it is happening at this time. It is, when they say town trap is not for rat alone, that's exactly what's happening. I'm so glad I'm alive to see this happening. And my brother spoke about Air Morocco. Look, I slept in the airport. I slept on the ground a whole night. They dumped me there. I could not go to take a hotel because they said my passport was Liberian passport and they were not allowing Liberian people to go into the country. I slept in the terminal on the bare floor. It was the toughest day of my life. It was about maybe 2 years ago when that happened to me. It's shocking. And I think that's not the responsibility of the House of Representatives or our legislature. That is the foreign ministry's responsibility to negotiate the treaties with other countries to make sure that our citizens are taken care of. So look, I'm here. I'm excited to go through what is going to be happening today. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good evening. Good morning to everybody. It's amazing how, George said time travel for right alone, as opposed to saying, you know what? We are happy that Yeke Koloba speaks the way he does, so that we can hold every government accountable, not to make it like, oh, hey, y'all are seeking you, or now he about to seeking you on y'all. No, that's not it. But anyway, the main thing on my mind tonight is Honorable Zoe panel that was on the Spoon Talk today. And he made some comments that really didn't sit well with me. They asked him questions. I think Dr. Francina asked him if his kids, if he was sending his kids or grandkids to school in Grand Gillette and stuff. He said, "Oh, life is not. Everybody's life is different. Blah blah blah. How some people will go somewhere else. Not everybody will go. You know, his answer did not sit right with me because one." And he wanted to talk about how he sent people to school in Rwanda and other places and things like that. The Liberian people are not asking you, Senator, if you are listening, the Liberian people are not asking you, or none of you, to pay their children's school fee to go to Europe or Rwanda for better education. The Liberian people are asking you to do your job to make the country livable, where they can earn their money and pay their own children's school fees and send their children abroad. They don't need you to send their children abroad. While you take thousands of dollars, you guys enrich yourself and keep the people poor. Then you brag that, oh, we send our children abroad. You're not doing anybody any favor. Make good laws, pass good laws, good policies to make sure the country is better for everybody to be able to make a livable wage and send their children to school and send their children wherever they want to go. It's not your responsibility to do it. So if you don't brag for that and you don't get kudos for it, thank you.
Thank Ms. Cora.
Yeah, thank you. Hi to everyone. It has been a while, and I'm happy that I'm here today. What's on my mind has to do with the process of collecting waste. In Liberia, we when we check everywhere, we find pile of waste materials all over. It's good that people are in the street of cleaning, but that is not the only thing that will be able to help us. The best thing we need to do is to follow the trend. How we going to manage the waste that we collect? So we need to have a proper waste management, the collection of the waste, the treatment of the waste, and the disposal of the waste. We need to have awareness and sensitization. So when we take the waste or and put it somewhere, people will know where to put their waste and how to separate the plastic, how to do the recycling and other things. So I like the waste, the cleaning up, but we need to do more to ensure that the waste is being managed properly.
Thank you, Ms. Kura. Interesting that we have our guest already backstage now.
Cindy,
no. Let's have Cindy to do a quick, maybe 30 seconds. Anything that's on his mind. Then we'll take Marie, and then we'll go in and bring our guests on the show.
The attack on Charles today on his vehicle is condemned. The brother is protesting. The brother and several other people are protesting for what is rightly due them. But to attack him, burn his vehicle as a mean to prevent the protest is unfortunate. Hopefully those that did it can be caught. But if not, hopefully the protest will continue until the Liberian government can listen to the protesters and attend to them in the right way.
Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Marie, let's hear you.
Thank you.
Anything that's on your mind?
Like Miss Cora, it's been a while. I haven't been here, and it's good to be back. I don't really have a lot on my mind because I haven't really been following the what's going on. But what I'm excited about is the inauguration coming up. I think like it's time for Liberia to have a new government, and with the right government put in place, all the concerns of my fellow panelists will be addressed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marie, for sharing your thoughts here tonight on the show. And so, as we mentioned from the very start of the show, a lot of you followed the release from the Liberian National Police, the statement from police spokesman Moses Carter, talking about the arrest of Queen Johnson. And they said that Queen Johnson, following the arrest, absconded. But Queen Johnson has her own side of the story. We've thought to bring her on tonight to tell Liberians across the world as to what is the actual story from her perspective. So with no time to waste, let's now let's welcome Queen Johnson to the late night show on Spoon tonight. Queen, we want to say welcome. Thanks for joining. Oh, okay. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on the show. Okay, let me unmute you. Okay, you're muted now.
Yeah, good morning to all. It's after 2, so it's morning time here.
Okay.
Good morning. Yeah.
Okay, it's good to have you on. Okay, let me bring Konya Lofa on as well. He's been in the backstage, and we've been having this to go on. Permit me to bring Lofa, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Nelson, and thank you to the panelists.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay. So, yes, I just let us to go straight into the discussion tonight, because this is interesting. Queen, we all woke up to this whole story about the Joshua incident, the scaffold between supporters of the Unity Party and that of the Coalition for Democratic Change. And then fast forward, is alleged that Joshua was manhandled by some supporters of the Unity Party. After about 4 months going on, he then passed. This information came when a video circulated on the social media where you were captured, and then police said you were wanted. Following that, the next thing we know is that Queen Johnson is allegedly arrested, and police says following the arrest, you absconded. Queen, we want to know from you tonight, appearing on the late night show, what is the actual story behind this whole situation of your arrest? What actually happened? Let's hear from you tonight.
This whole thing, yes, it's political. The whole thing is just a politics from Cree. Because I remember a few years back, Cree and myself met on the papas in a little argument. And Cree looked in my face and told me that before this government leave power, he will make sure I go to jail.
I'm sorry, do you mean
when you say Gray? When you say Gray, who Gray? Yeah.
Askara, mostly Askara Gray.
Okay, go ahead.
Told me that before the government leave power, he will make sure I go to jail. So I asked him, I said, why? He said, you fit to yourself, you get how much you fit, you can stand up for this. I said, I stay for my right. That's my integrity. I stay for my right. Could be doing things. This particular government been calling me. They got money to offer me to give my support to them. I've been refusing that money. I said, I respect my integrity and money. This day, they were on August, I think 11. The day they declared the campaign open. JMB was due to go to the campaign headquarters, the rescue center. So we waited for JMB. JMB, it was getting late, so I told the back ball. I said, let's go for Muma. I never knew Famuma was a property of Famuma. You guys getting me?
Yeah, you're live. We're listening to you.
I never knew there was a property of Famuma. I was in my party t-shirt. Who I got Famuma with the back ball. Uncle Crack jumped on me twice. They tore my clothes on me. The back boy myself had to arrange the community that somebody gave me t-shirt in the community to wear. When I wore the t-shirt, I came with running. I went to they started interviewing me. When they interviewed me, they said, oh, that's a riot behind, that's a riot behind. They ran, I was standing. When they ran, while taking photo, I saw the Joshua boy running, passing by me. He fell down. The only part I played over Joshua was to go and help Joshua to lift for his shirt, to push and tell him, say, go. To tell him, say, come on, put Joshua in my own love. The people beat me with stick. My policy, I never knew them. If there was my policy or days, I never knew. They beat me with stick. And the only part I played on Joshua. But this thing is political because I will tell you that few years back, this same government refused to renew my passport. They refused to renew my passport a few years back. I've been talking to the people from day one. Nothing I did for Gray and other people to come and chase me. I've been in this thing since December 1st. When they came, they burned things. Before this could happen, before camping could open, I have to run from my house. For the past how many months since August, I'm not home to my own house. I sleep from place to place, from place to place, because this thing has been going behind me. There's been going behind me. This whole thing, nothing I did. Gray was great plan. Gray was brave to tell me that he will make sure I go to jail before the government leaves power. I want for the world to ask Gray what I did to Gray. And this gone Friday, that I did Friday, I'm bringing everything out. I came from burying my mother. I've been on no highly for the same people when my mother passed off. I always shed tears when my mother passed off with pressure because of her daughter. Yeah, you heard about this about her daughter. I've been high when my mother passed off. I spent the whole time burying my mother. But I came. My friend, I knew that. Since I knew that the player got Red Lion, all I thought it was for Unity Party Palism. Because you know, I want to know people from Unity Party, they always promoting other people than the partisan. I always see my people there, so I said, oh boy, it looks like they play for Unity Party people. So when my friends came to me, they go Friday, say, they won't take you out. I said, say, I won't take me out. They go dry my tears. Let's go Red Lion because I know I'll be safe there. Because I know that United Party players. I always see my hierarchies there. So my whole thing was for United Party people. When I entered when Red Lion, as soon as the children brought, what blessed me that night, I went with men. I went with men. What blessed me, I went with men. When the children brought me, when I sat down, they brought me, they go. I never knew that player for Moses Carter and Polita Weird. I got to know, I reached, I got to know they were all late. When I reached, what's what I said now? I started Moses Carter. He called for a thing, you want to go make a call. You want to go make a call. So if I hearing that police disrobe people, I think Moses Carter need to be disrobed too. Because he was on the scene. He was on the scene. So I'm saying he said need to beat this rope. Moses Carter need to beat this rope. Moses woke up from his seat to go make a call. After a few seconds, I saw a group of police coming. I'm a friendly woman. I'm a friendly woman. I was blessed me that night. I saw a group of police coming. They passed first. They came back. The other one came to me, please, I want to talk to you. I said, are they there for time? I think you're joking.
What time of the night was that?
After 9 going to 10.
Okay.
And the people that came, I knew people that were not even police, but they were having police uniform on them. After I said, I let you for time. I said, I can't wake up to you first of all. You not wake up. I said, I'm not wake up. I will not get up from the seat. There's somebody in the accident. Why you are telling her to get up from the seat? Hey, she did that. Then I said, all right, I did that. Where is the rate of arrest? He didn't get it. You know, I said, I'll not wake up. So he went to call reinforcement. And another paper came field. Somebody said, I didn't take get you're coming there. There was almost 3 paper of police. The other one he called, he said, and he said, why is it 107? He came pick on handcuff. I will handcuff you. I said, you can't handcuff me, Papa. In that way, Uncle I came for them. They started fighting them. Uncle I put the blaming of police officer and made me to escape. That was a lie. Uncle crash because I'm a friend. I'm a friendly person. They send people from there. They save me and carry me. They took me from there. No police escape with me. So if Moses Carter will come and say police escape, that means Moses Carter will beat his rule because he was on the scene. He caught these people. He was on the scene of the incident. He was on the scene of the incident. So he is to beat his rule. So that means that I escaped from Moses Carter. Then he Moses Carter no matter where about. The question Moses Carter made. Nothing I did for the people. In that means one was sitting and going up. Police officers that came with them, few kids in my ear and told me, they say, Queen, we know, don't go with these guys, don't go with us. If you go with us tonight, you will be dead. The police people telling me that thing. They told me that if you leave tonight to go and get in police car tonight, you will be a dead person by tomorrow morning. I'm not safe. Going to police station. Going to police station, I'm not afraid to go to police station. But my fear is if I go to that police station, different things going to happen to me. I'm not afraid, but going here for no. I got means of living Liberia to travel. But I can't travel because I know I'm not guilty. I have nothing I did wrong. My only part of dating that thing was to go to St. Joshua. If you watch a video from start to end, you will see that I only went to rescue Joshua. Let the world know today that the whole thing, it was playing by Craig. Craig told me that before Chawia leave power, I must go to jail. Why Craig told me? Firstly, the people refused to renew my passport. I never took it for anything because I felt that I was not traveling now. They refused to renew my passport. We are government refused to renew my passport.
When exactly did you attempt renewing the passport, and how did they refuse the renewal?
2 years ago, I went to foreign affairs to renew my passport. The people refused to look in my face to give me paper. They refused. I left it. I walked out because I felt I was not traveling.
Was there any reason?
No reason. The people say that I'm a close supporter of United Party. I stand by my word. Who I am now, when they call me, they offer me money. The first money they offer me. Sometimes twice we admit and you know, come and say I'm lying. The first money they offer me was 25 election. It was the first money they offer me. I refused it. They even offer me a job to Freeport. They offer me to give me one car. And a job to Freeport I work $500 US every month. I refuse that job. I refuse a job. The second one is what they say going election. They offer me 250,000. I refuse it. I told them I said money is not all to it. My integrity matter. Create Corey in the community and telling people that are the cause of him losing the election. Ask my icing. They see election commission to make you lose the election. They fight is from Craig. Nothing I did to Craig. Nothing I did to Moses Craig. Why would Craig fight me that I'm equal?
Wow. Okay, so we'll come in with questions and all of that. But Konya is here with us. I want you to first of all tell our audience who you are and you know, what do you know about this story? Then before we make the rounds to ask Queen some questions.
Good morning, Nelson, and good morning to the panelists. Can you hear me very well?
You're loud and clear.
Yeah. First of all, my name is Konya Lofa. I was born in Konya in Lofa County, so that's my nickname. My full name is Q Colley, and I reside currently in the United Kingdom, where we all have heard from the horse's mouth. I didn't know more of the story until recently, of course. In the first place, regardless of everything that happened, according to security ethics, police ethics, because I live in the United Kingdom, and United Kingdom has got one of the best, the world's best police forces. compared to Australia and that of the United States. Because here, we don't carry arms, of course, besides the special units. So you cannot arrest somebody without an arrest warrant. Can Moses Carter come on the show and tell the Liberian people and tell the world that he had an arrest warrant to effect an arrest against Queen on that evening? And looking at the situation on that night in the presumptive, I don't think, in my own, according to my experience, it was illegal to even attempt to arrest Queen. And looking at the character of the police, LNP, because we know that Supreme died in their custody. Can Moses Carter come on this show with the police director and tell us and tell the world where is Supreme? So if I hear Queen tell the world, the Liberian people, that she was afraid to even go with the police, she's right. And on your own show, you asked an officer from Australia who said that if he was there, he was going to do the same thing to make sure that Queen is safe. Because this guy, they are blood tested. Look at the face of Moses Carter. He's one of the vampires. He's a blood tested vampire. So if Queen had gone with them, of course, what we're talking could be like the story of Jacinda Taylor. So you cannot effect an arrest without an arrest warrant. So the police hurricane, this particular police leadership needs to be, they need to be sacked. No. That's one of the recommendations when you carry forward to the new government. And then it comes to the issue of the passport for Queen. Queen told me that her passport was, the renewal of her passport was denied. And to test this, Nelson, I sent you the passport for Queen. So what I did yesterday morning, I sent a passport to a gentleman working at the foreign ministry. And that the gentleman turned it in so that we could test it because it's like a recall. Because I've been to Liberia, I processed my passport because I hold dual nationality. So I've got it right according to the law to have a passport. So I've got my own Liberian passport, I've got my British passport, which is my right. So if I lost my passport, if my passport is lost or is expired, I can do what they call recall. So that means to turn it into the system, to put it into the system to see whether it will be accepted. And then I don't even have to appear for my passport to be renewed. So this is discrimination due to party line. So the passport director needs to be removed, needs to be sacked in the next government because it's total discrimination.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So to test that, we tested yesterday. The gentleman told me, say no. The passport director said no. Just to give you an evidence. If you have anybody in the passport office, tell them, say, can you turn Queen's passport to a recall? They will say no. It's total discrimination. We cannot do this. And to say that Queen is the one who actually killed Joshua, I'm sorry that Joshua is dead, but the police cannot show any evidence. The police were not even on the scene, so they cannot rely on hearsay. They cannot rely on they say because they are just looking at the video after 3 months. So I think in my own knowledge, security knowledge, policing knowledge, this case should be dropped.
Okay.
Because they got entitlements to incite violence in Liberia. If anything had gone wrong with Queen on that night, what we're saying today, we won't be sat in Liberia peacefully because it's going to create chaos.
Thank you.
You see, and we have seen yesterday, of course, Charles' car being burned down. I promised to give Charles 1 car. So these guys, there are people in the river, in the sea, being drawn, and they're trying to come back. You see, so they are trying to create chaos in our community, in our land, so that we have problem to have the inauguration of the incoming leadership.
Thank you.
So that's my take.
Thank you, Konya. We're gonna come to you, and start the entire show from there. It's a good thing that we've heard from Queen.
Yes.
And yeah, and the panelists will be able to ask us some questions. It's going to be 2 questions across the board each. And I see our co-moderator, Amy. Amy is in the background. We're going to be bringing her on, and Maggie as well. But just a quick one, Queen, and then I'm going to turn over to the rest of the panelists here tonight. Do you have any notable position in the Unity Party? When I heard you say that Representative Gray is involved with this, and in fact he started targeting you even before the electoral process, and he made a comment to you about how you will go to jail. He will ensure that you go to jail before the government leaves power. Do you have any position in the Unity Party? Okay, sorry, you are muted. Let me try to unmute you here.
Yeah, my mouth is.
Okay, you're unmuted now. Go ahead.
You know that Unity Party, I'm one of the like a female that belong this year, which is 2024.
Okay.
Make me 21 years in Unity Party.
Okay.
And I'm the research training director in District 8.
Okay.
It's my 21 years in Unity Party. And I'm always standing for the cause.
That's a great one. Thank you, Queen. And we're going to go across the table now to ask one question each. And who's going to go first? So let's start with Francis. Francis, you want to take, let's do 2 questions each. You want to go with your first question? You are muted, Francis. I'm muted. You can unmute.
Sorry, guys. Thanks. Queen, thanks for joining us tonight. My first question to you. I know it may sound repetitive, but when you arrived at Red Lion, I don't know what is the name of the place, but at the club.
Yeah, Red Lion, you're right.
Red Lion, okay. And you are saying you visibly saw Moses Carter. Is that what you are saying? You saw Moses Carter, and you were not told that he was there, but you saw him there.
Yes. When I reached a Red Lion, Moses Carter, when I reached a Red Lion, I never knew when I reached a Red Lion. When the train process, I said that water they put inside the train also. I said when we went to the jump, when I was setting me, I lay on my head. Moses was sitting on the wall. It was all late for me to leave the scene. So I said, let me go sit down, man. I told my boss, let me go sit. I saw Moses Carter on my eyes. And for that, we're going to go make a call.
All right, thank you. Because the reason I asked is because during his interview with Spoon, his explanation or description of the incident was a second-hand information that he was.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
He played the call.
Let's listen to the interview.
Okay, so let's do this. For the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna go back on this video and play this one again, so that we have a clear understanding of what the police spokesman said and comparing it to what Queen has said on the show tonight, what she said on the show. So let's listen to this.
Of bringing Madam Johnson here, she was not delivered at charge record of Madam Johnson as conduct.
Okay. What do you think would be the cause for which Madam Johnson is allegedly absconded from being investigated?
Well, I cannot tell you what is the reason, because I'm not in the head of Madam Johnson or any other. What I can say is there's something in the law that says flight. Flight is an expression of guilt. When you do something and you begin to run away, it tells someone that you are guilty of the act. I'm just saying it's a legal principle. Do not misquote me to say I said she's guilty, because I'm not a court of law. I'm making this clarity because the tendency of people going misinterpreting Poe is very obvious. I'm not a court of law. I'm not a judge to adjudge anybody guilty. I'm just saying there's a principle that says when you do something and you run away, then there's a legal principle that says whenever you flee, it's an expression of what? Guilt. So if you don't want anybody to claim that you are guilty, the best thing you can do is to what? Avail yourself and say what you know. Once that is done, then the rest is going to be left with the legal process. The legal representations are going to handle the rest.
Is
Right?
there any legal backing that she was arrested that late night?
Is that legal?
Is there any legal backing?
No, I mean, some people have a lot of misconceptions about when to make arrest. We don't have any specific time to make arrest. We can make arrest at any given time. Just understand that.
Mr. Carter, you talk about Johnson escaping or absconding from the police. At what time did she escape? Was she under the jurisdiction or the custody of the police? What can you describe? Because it's inconceivable. It seems inconceivable to notice that a female escaped from the Labrador National Police arrest. Maybe I'm raising some of the, I can late to check.
I was just about to say that. Like the saying goes, when you go to the church, you don't raise a new song because maybe the song must have already been sung. I'm saying I started from the beginning and said these officers responded, just for the benefit of you. They responded between Buchanan and Broad Street after they had gotten some information about Queen being at one of the entertainment places, Red Line. So they responded, and the situation was very volatile. As a result, there was a backup force that came to, back up the officer that responded. And so there was one senior officer, according to the officers, who said he would have assisted. He would have assisted in ensuring that Queen, senior officer of the police, in his, bringing Madam Johnson to the headquarters of the police. And so he placed Madam Johnson allegedly placed Madam Johnson in his vehicle.
Was it a private vehicle?
It was a private vehicle. His vehicle, officer of the police, identified by the general officer as Atman Harding. Right? So those officers have been subjected to professional standards. Senior Officer Harding has also been subjected to professional standard investigation.
Okay, so senior officer Harding is following the show. He's going to be joining us as well along this conversation. We'll be sharing the link with him. He's going to be joining us. He's going to be telling his own side of the story. And then the public will be the judge to compare everything tonight. But Francis, we played that video because you were just trying to come in with your own question. So you want to zero in with your question?
Yeah, that was my question. But instead of asking the second question for the sake of time, since you played the video, I would just make a commentary on that. One, this is the police spokesperson, Moses Carter. And two, I know some of our folks on here are watching will say, oh, there was a warrant out for her before, because Queen made mention that she requested a warrant for her arrest, and one was not presented to her at the time of the incident. I know some people will say, well, in the newspaper, it was on the radio before, but when police come to arrest you, they have to present that warrant of arrest to you. But this is the police spokesperson that's speaking like he's relaying information from a third-person point of view, as though he was not present. I'm not saying the phone call that Queen allegedly saw him making or stepping away. He could be calling his brother or his sister or his friend. He may have not seen her, but I highly doubt that. And he's speaking as though he wasn't present, and the information he's relaying to the Liberian people and the rest of the world is that information that was given to him. That is dangerous. That is bad.
Thank you, Francis. Let's hold you there. Let's make way for Madam Cora to come in. Your two questions quickly.
Yeah, firstly, I would like to say to Miss Queen, I have my sympathy for the death of your mom, and I know how you feel. I have two things. I have a question and a comment. My question here has to do with the situation. Are you a fugitive? Are you a threat to the Liberian state? Have you been claimed to say this person is a threat to the Liberian state? Anywhere you find her, you can arrest her at any hour. Have you been, issued a statement by the Liberian government that you're a fugitive?
Okay, sorry, Queen, you are muted. Let me unmute you. Okay. Okay, go ahead. You're live now. Go ahead, please.
Since the thing came out, the Broad National Police have been issued me a writ of arrest. They have been placed court on me. You say I'm needed at the police station. They have been placed court on me that I'm needed at the police station. It's going to, it's 2 months, it's 2 months plus now. Oh, you see, man, they embarrass me. I haven't received call from the Broad National Police that I'm needed at the station. No, they haven't called me. They're going to 2 months plus yet. They haven't called me. You see, man, they arrest me. Sky they come me out. That said they will arrest me. They must do anything to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this question also will be placed to the spokesperson from the Liberian National Police. My second thing has to do with a statement that he made by saying that somebody can take a flight. But on the human rights charter of the right to live, you do have your right. If if a person determine or spike or something like fear, they have to protect themselves. That's a right on the human rights charter. So not because you fled the scene makes you guilty. You gotta flee if you sense danger. Anybody sense danger, that charter will protect you because you have right to your life. So I want to say I don't think that you are wrong for fleeing the scene. I think you are right to save your life, to be able to tell your story. So thank you for coming up. I wish you well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, let's hear from you, Cindy.
Ms. Johnson, good evening from my end.
Good morning from my end.
My first question to you. You said earlier that Mose Carter know your whereabouts.
Well, I'm in Liberia, and Moses not in Liberia. I want to go bury my mom. Moses not in Liberia.
So my question,
yeah.
My question to that: why do you think Mose Carter at this point is not after you for arrest, or at least going directly?
Mose Carter, Patrick Sudu, Cray, and all of you that they can score their lap political career on me. You can score political career on me. You can't do that because I'm innocent. The audience they are fighting on. I'm innocent. Bring the video. Start from the end. Let the whole world watch the video and see my part I play. I'm not refusing to go to the police station. But the whole world watch the part I play in that video and come on and say there's Queen part she play. When we watch the video, you see everything stick in my hand.
Okay.
My second question, and I think this one is very important. You sound like you have fear under this current administration.
Sure, yes, I'm afraid.
When the new administration comes in, because you are being accused of murder pretty much, right? If the new administration comes in, are you willing to avail yourself to the Liberian National Police and answer questions?
I'm willing, yes, I'm willing. You see why I'm afraid? You see why I'm afraid of my life? I think you guys watched my video on the day of election. I think you saw me. Our chairs were gone by a guy they call Carbon. By a son with Koshi. He chased me on Broad Street with weapon. I raided someone's house. God bless me. On the day of election, our chairs were armed on Broad Street. People watch my video. Our chairs were gone by a guy by the name of Carbon from the old road. He had son with Jefferson Koshi. He ran down with a weapon. So I'm afraid if the new government come in, I'm worried to go to a police station. I'm not afraid of investigation. I did nothing wrong. But I can go now with the people. If I dare go at that police station, you're going to hear different news about me.
Thank you.
You're going to hear because the people be chasing me. I was chased with a weapon on the day of election. I was chased with a weapon. Yes, on Broad Street. The rape and were gone.
Okay, so let's hear from Marie. Then we'll move on to hear from Officer Hans Johnson.
Thank you, Nelson. Ms. Johnson, I just want to say my condolences to you and your family for the loss of your mother.
Thank you.
I have a comment, and then I'm gonna attempt to ask a question because the story. We are aware that under the George Weah government, they have selective justice and they have selective the way they go about handling situations. Because for many of us that watched the video, we saw that there were a lot of other people in the video, some gentlemen who had stake in their hands, and none of them are in the social media, none of them are being talked about. We haven't heard anything about them, but we're aware that because the gang lawmaker, Honorable Akaras Gray, mentioned you, so you're being at the forefront of the situation. So I want you to know that I'm not in any way saying that you are guilty or you are to be held liable for the death of the individual. But what I want to ask is
okay, so Marie, can you adjust the camera a bit? Can you face your camera towards you? It's like,
is it better?
Okay, a little bit. It's like you lean back, or the phone is, the camera needs to face you a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is it facing me?
Okay, I think it's much better.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just wanted to ask Ms. Johnson, do you have a legal counsel? Do you have a legal counsel?
Yeah, my father got lawyers. They gave me lawyers. My father got lawyers. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them to take me. But I even told my lawyers, because I received call from people in the police that if my lawyer team carry me at the station, they say they got a law in the police law that they got a right to hold me for 2 days. So my lawyer came in a position, they refused my lawyer request and keep me for 2 days. People from the same police gave me information. We came to that. The people if my lawyers they carry me at that section, the police will make my lawyer to keep me to be there for 2 days. I don't know what do that thing they won't do to me.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of me going at the station. I'm afraid for my life. I'm afraid for my life. This guy wants to put the life forever great on me.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Cindy asked my other question, if you are willing to turn yourself in. It's only because
under the JB administration.
Yes,
right?
it's only because we're all aiming for Liberia to be better, and the only way it can be that way is for us to put trust in having and following the proper procedure. I think if you know that you're you're not guilty and you have nothing to worry about, if it's just going and turning yourself in and answering any question that they might have for you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear from Officer Hans Johnson now. Then we'll take Josh, and then Amy will be the last with the question. Officer Atma Harding is backstage now. He'll be coming on as well to tell his own side of the story. He is the police officer who is said to have gone on the scene, and in the words of the police spokesman who volunteered to bring or to carry Queen Johnson at the police depot when she absconded, he's a pastor as well, and he will say more about that. So he's going to be coming on, but let's hear from you, Officer Johnson, and Josh. Then we'll hear from Amy, and then we'll bring him on quickly.
Thank you, Nelson. Hello, Queen and Mr. Lofa. Ms. Johnson, let me put out a disclaimer. I always have to do this, please. I'm not a Liberian National Police Officer. I'm an officer here in the United States of America, but I'm also speaking as an individual, not based on my guidelines and policy of my department. Thank you. Just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you for that disclaimer.
Yes, sir. We got to respect the law. Sorry for your mother. follow you for a couple of times. One of my questions was asked by Miss Ketter. You said you have an attorney already. Prior to when you said you were being attacked by certain individuals of the current Liberian government, did you seek any redress from any foreign embassies, Human Rights Watch, anybody? Did you seek redress in the initial? Come again?
No.
You did not.
No, I never received any redress from anybody. Because I took all this to be politics. I took all to be a mere politics. I took all to be politics, man.
Okay.
So I not take a bit serious because I put let in my life. When I walk inside, put let in my life. I got put I want to let my life. No, I think I put a chase with gun, and that's a bar and rubber that rain behind me with gun. The coin carbon. People saw me. I went live. I done the election there. I never received yet because I know it was just a politics. I not take a bit serious. I say, politics will come and will go, man. They only doing it because like campaign time are doing this. But no knew you're going to go far with this.
Okay, Miss Johnson, I don't know if I'm gonna make a comment now. I don't know if you're aware as of now, based on the law in general, you are technically a fugitive from justice right now. I don't know if you're aware of that. I don't know if they told you, but for your own safety, I will advise you to just cooperate with everything in regards to the law. But my last point I will make to you, you stated that you observe the people that came there, the officers. They were dressed up as police officers. They were not officers.
Some of them are police officers. Some are police officers. Why what police uniform at night?
Okay, and in a same token, you also said some of the officers advise you not to go. Not to go. Were they officers or were they not officers? And you said there was no rate. I mean, there was no warrant issue. Moses County did not present a physical warrant to you. So were they not officers.
They replaced a call to me since that thing happened the 1st of December. I've received a call from police there at the station.
So were they officers or were they not officers? The people who told you, who you saw dressing in police uniform, and who also told you that, don't go with these officers.
Some there were officers.
Okay.
Some were officers. Some there were officers. Like the women, I knew 2 girls among them. They were real officers. But one is my former community dweller. She was officer. I said, people came my ear. Said, don't go.
Okay.
They all get to me. If it were you who are talking about me, they don't see me. They see me. I'm not going to come.
Right.
People told me don't go, and that was a plane that night. It was a plane that never killed me that night. It was a plane.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Stay safe, but also follow the law. Okay.
They follow the law. I'm not refusing to follow the law, but let the law go the rightful way. I'm not refusing. I'm not guilty. I did nothing wrong. I'm not refusing, but let the law go. I'm not refusing. No, I'm not.
Thank you. We're going to bring in George Weeder. George Weeder will ask his question, but Officer Harding will be coming on. He's having some issues, so he will come on with audio. He'll be coming in with audio. So we want Josh and Amy to just ask a quick question as we try to bring the senior officer in tonight quickly.
Thank you, Nelson. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Queen, I just got a very quick question here for you. Were you arrested that night? Because we saw videos. We saw the video of the police taking you away. I just want to know whether you were actually arrested that night and taken away.
That night when the police came to me, I told I refused. I said, I'm not going. Because I was not saving the hand. They were forced to carry me when Uncle Crack came in.
Oh.
It was Uncle Crack that saved me from them. It was Uncle Crack that escaped with me. It was not a police officer that escaped with me. It was Uncle Crack that escaped with me. The people, it was Uncle Crack.
Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson.
Yeah.
Look, I understand the situation.
Yeah.
And we are all humans. What I advise you to do is to turn yourself in. The crime that you were charged for is not believable. I will tell you, when you are arrested, you will not go home. You'll be detained until you go to court.
Yes. I can't tell myself in at this time what I know what the people after. I can't tell myself in. I know what the people after. If I'm going to tell myself, I'll be a dead body. I can't tell myself in. Maybe boy, I can do that.
Yes. Johnson, I understand.
Yes. I can't tell myself in.
You know, you said so many things here, and I mean, everyone can see through them. People can be here and play politics and say a lot of things and asking you leading questions and stuff like that. I will not do that. As a Liberian, I get time for politics or party things. So you have been accused of a crime.
Falsely, I've been accused falsely.
Yeah, even falsely, don't worry about it. You need to go to the police and make sure that that stigma that has been placed on you to be removed. There's no way about it because you said so many things that are so misleading. And for me, I just feel insulted listening to you saying all these things that are not true. You said they did not take you away. You said Morikato took you away. You said this and that.
I never said Morikato took me away. I said the police was forced to carry me when Uncle Crack came in.
Listen, please. I'm still speaking. We saw you when you grabbed the late Joshua. It's on video. And I'm so surprised that Nelson is not playing this video tonight because I asked him.
Oh no, come on, George. Come on. Listen. Josh. Josh. I don't want you to.
And you cannot lie about it. Videos don't lie.
No, listen, Josh. I don't want you to have me dragged into anything here tonight. I'm gonna play the video. We haven't reached that stage of the conversation yet. I'm gonna play the video. All right. Queen said she didn't beat on Joshua. She was having an interview when Joshua ran from the other side. So we're gonna play the video, Josh. Let's not jump the gun. We will certainly play that video before the end of this interview. That I can assure you and even our audience here tonight. So Josh, now that you're done, can we move on to Amy? Amy for the final question. Move on. Yeah, Amy, let's hear from you. Welcome to the show.
There's an ask my question here, though. Don't forget.
Oh wow. We have to bring.
Go ahead. Let him ask the question. I just want to. Most of my question was already asked. I got one by the way.
Okay, so Maba, can you go ahead quickly, sir?
I want to ask a question because all the questions have been asked, more especially the one I want to ask.
Okay, so if the questions have already been asked, then it's just important that we go because we have having a background, been keeping him backstage so long. It's just important that
yeah, my question is related to the video, by the way.
Yeah,
okay, yes.
Possible I can ask.
Yeah. So I mean, you can go ahead with that question quickly now, since you have one question.
Well, it was related to the video. Thank you, Queen, for coming on. And once again, sorry for your mother. And I do understand when someone is afraid of their life, for their life. I can understand that. But you said something about a video that you were helping Joshua. Is it another video out there apart from the one that we seen that looks like you kind of held his shirt or hit him on the back?
I hear Joshua share to lift him up. If you watch the video, not even beating on Joshua. I try hurting Joshua share to lift him up and push him for him to go from the Uncle Crack. You watch that video for start, you not even see me hitting on Joshua. I hear a shot, like somebody grab it. I went by and grab a shot like they say go. But pushing to leave the scene. To leave the scene.
Okay, great. Okay, great.
Just one. Like it just
okay, just do that quickly.
My condolences to you and your family for your loss of your mother. I just want to ask this question, right? When the incident were, like say, when everybody was, attacking each other and stuff, where were you and where were Joshua from the beginning of the whole incident? Because the only part we saw in our video was the time you just like hit on him from the ground, like you just. Yeah. So where were you back then?
Can I come in? I think Mama, can I come in, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, with regard to that,
Nelson, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
This is
Conan, who is he? Who is he? He's not a lawyer. He's not.
George,
I don't know.
George, we gotta respect our audience, bro. I mean,
Who is he?
Let's hear from Lofa quickly.
Sorry. Queen said something happened all of a sudden. She went into the house and then she got a shite. When she came out, when she came out, it was then that she saw this riot going on. And in the video, you can actually see Queens going to hold Joshua shite in the back. I've seen the video.
Okay.
So if you ask, where were you, Modiba? You were asking Queen, where was she at the time? That's why I'm trying to do the connection. She came out on the scene, and then she saw this riot going on. And
Okay,
then
we're
when
gonna
she did-
play that video. That video
so
is
we'll
gonna
play the
settle
video,
the dust.
Baba.
It's gonna settle the dust on this entire thing. But let's bring in the officer on now. He's a peace ambassador. He's a reverend, and he's an officer of the Liberian National Police as well. Ambassador Harden, welcome to the show. He's coming in via with audio due to some technical issues. We can't have him on with video tonight. So welcome, sir. You're live on the late night show on Spoon. It's good to have you on tonight.
Okay, thank you very much, Nelson. Am I going through?
Yes, sir. You're live.
All right. Good morning to your fellow panelists, and good morning to our sweet, loving people of Liberia and those that are living in the diaspora. I want to say good morning. I'm Ambassador at My God Power Hiding, an ambassador from the United Nations through the International Association of War Peace Advocates in Liberia. Register. My co is there in the United Nations office. I was inducted. That ambassadorship came about August 26, 2023 in Liberia, where we have numbers of ambassadors being inducted through that medium. And also a police officer of the Liberian National Police, the Technical Service Department. I'm the Chief of Technical Service of the Liberian National Police, and my code is Unit 187.
Okay. So let's get straight into it, officer. You want to give us a background, an idea, an understanding of this whole situation. At what time, at what point did you get involved with the arrest of Queen Johnson, and what actually transpired following your involvement?
Okay, Nelson, thank you very much. When the whole thing started, I wasn't around. I don't know anything about it. I was driving my vehicle, and on Crown Hill, we're coming from Rose Garden. As soon as you bend the hill, YMCA, and then looking down, going towards Broad Street, I saw that huge crowd, very huge crowd block the road. It was nice, small tension. So I thought it was that. I saw people from one place to another, head scatter running. So I said, no, I will not pass through. I have to take my car and I park somewhere safer, and then I move towards that point. So when I got down from my car, I had my good some of my friends. They say about you have to be careful, your officer. You got to be careful so that you won't get mixed up here. I said, no, I'll be good, but I just want to know what is unfolding here. And that was how I took my own time. I went to some of my GM officers. I said, what's going on here? They said, well, we came for someone here, but chief, who know who the person is? I said, but what's going on? So who brought you? Where's your commander? He said, the commander is in the Red Lion, go there, chief. And that was how I forcibly pushed my way through the crowd. It wasn't easy. Numbers of people were all out there drinking, doing all kinds of things. Other people there doing different things. Other people there, the noise. But I think it was not easy. Honestly, it was a serious tension crowd. So I entered. When I went in, I asked another gentleman. I said, "Is there anyone here? Police with some people?" He said, "No, they're outside." I said, "Where?" He said, go on the main road. They're sitting on the road. And that's how maneuver my way. I asking questions on the phone. I found the exact spot. But when I got there, I didn't see Queen. I saw Queen being barricaded by her people, by the citizen. She was sitting in the middle of the road, and her people were on top of her, and the police was around. But they never had access to her. The police were around her. So I started to ask, what's going on here? And then the few officers were saying, Ochi, we came for someone, but the person resisting the arrest. So I said, oh, but who brought you? Where is the commander? Who brought you? Because the very first thing, we have to ask for the commander, the lead person. So talking from one thing to another, I saw the guy with the radio and phone in his ear. I think it's Alpha 2, if I'm mistaken. So I went. I said, excuse me. I was in Conakry. I was not on duty that night. I was on my normal basis, going about my own thing. But a normal police officer would love to stop if you see a crime. You know, to ascertain what is going on. And that was just all. So I saw him and said, okay, when I saw the tension, the people tossing with Queen outgoing, and other people making statement, if anybody make a 10 to touch Queen, body will lay down. They will kill one person, and Queen one, they will kill everybody. And things will be bloody going on. I mean, some people, I saw one of the guy had nerve. He said, anybody that was shake to neck. And people say, you're stupid, you get 15 more days, I don't want to go peaceful, okay, we'll spoil it. We'll never allow the thing to go. It will not go free. All the kind of statement, other people making this to neck, Queen will now can move from over there. And if Queen leaving from that point, the other guys will Queen leaving from that point, Queen will go with their car. If even they will trust Queen going with them, that but not in their car. Very resistful. And I just managed to listen to all the things there. The tension, my officer, the crowd overwhelmed them. Honestly, they never had hold of her. I'll be real with you. So I knocked the commander. I said, come, let's talk. If you watch one of the videos, you'll see my hand on the commander chest calling him, and I call my code. He said, because in Conakry, I need to identify myself. So I said, I'm Unit 187. And the whole thing about it, honestly, a few days, I'm not even doing active policing job. A few days, I have some issue with my land. All right. So I asked for permission from my boss, and they granted me. Okay. And I'm going about those things. But I just saw that scene, and I decided to just ascertain what was going on. And I knocked the commander. He paid attention to me with the phone in his ear. I said, come 1 minute. He said, who are you? I said, because I showed you trying to look. I said, I'm Unit 187. He said, oh, okay, Chief, I know you. I said, I'm 187. If you watch the video, you understand that when my call was called, that was how I was being accused that I came to join the federal officers to get Queen out of the place. And that was how the officer came to me. So I went to him. I've been very bold and real on this phone, on this particular social media, the platform. I called him. I said, bro, you seen the tension. It was very tense. And you heard Moses Carter in his live podcast, the press release. You heard Moses Carter saying it was tension. He was there. You heard Queen saying that according to her.
Okay, so did you see Moses Carter there? Because I didn't
lay eyes on Moses Carter. I didn't lay eyes on Moses Carter for me. I don't want to take that I lay out Moses Carter. I was not after Moses. I didn't go for Moses Carter. I knew that there were a lot of police officers and other people in that particular environment. So only what I went to see, because the tension, the way people were running his Carter, and I saw armed men, enough armed men, and post-arm. And that scene was not good. If anything, on the contrary, what happened, trust me, bro, what that girl said, it was going to be something different. What my brother there, Konian from Lofa, is true. So I only spoke to the commander and I said, be sensitive. This kind of thing, you got to be very, very careful and hard to manage it, or else it must escalate into something different. Remember, you have to go back to your family peacefully, and remember, this particular situation, you have to handle it with care. If these people resisting continuously, forcibly, that they get cannot go, use wisdom, use your common sense. If they say she should go with their car, don't hesitate. Just for her to leave from here, take her along with your officer and put her in their car and let your officer get in her car. What they will get in, just nobody depriving you. The people are saying they will not let her go in your police vehicle, but in their own car. And if they carry her with her own car, no problem, you have to go home. But they can't trust you with her in the police car that night. They said they will not do it. That was all. And the guy came out and said, we can't trust Queen with anybody here tonight. If Queen go with our car, if you want to join our car, let it go. And that was how he listened to the little advice that I gave. He said, true. He said, Chief, that's true. What you saying is true. I did another female, then she heard my voice, and she said, yeah, that's true. I said, because you're being forcefully over for the girl going, she can't go. So for the sinner to take it to different thing, chaotic, other people here, they can't on a normal basis before something can happen. Just use wisdom and follow this chat and follow her with her people you're getting in the car. But officers should go along with her. So where on earth that you go and arrest somebody?
Officer Harding, are you saying that contrary to what police postman Moses Carter said, you did not at any point in time take Madam Queen Johnson in your vehicle? You did not.
I didn't take in my vehicle. I got a
police station.
No, negative. That they say he heard. That they say he heard from the scene. I don't have my vehicle is a silver vehicle, a Toyota Camry. Everybody knows my car. Everybody, if you see my Camry in a vehicle, in a video, never you trust me. If you see my Toyota Camry, everybody know the vehicle I got. Mark my word. If you see any Toyota Camry or silver color in that video that you got, what would it get for me? Trust me. Never you trust me. I'm saying this. I guided the process, and I had the police. I had to meet my colleague. I had to the instruction. He said, "Okay, now, true, Chief, that's the best way." And the people say, "Yes, I think that's the only way." And I had to protect her because you talk to one officer, you talk to 1,000 officers. So all the other officers too that will come. You see now, you see that force coming out. Like the thing that Queen were going to their vehicle. That was how you see those officers then pushing Queen, carry Queen, and I was just there. Take time. I mean, our head was battle. Our head and all.
Okay. So yeah. Now that you've established this thing, and
that's how I left.
Yeah. So are you? Okay.
The discussion was, I come in there. So 1 minute, please. You know that under no circumstances or anywhere in this world that a police officer will go and arrest. If you go or issue an arrest, even if the person is resistful and they say they want to go with their own vehicle, that does not deprive you as a police officer from entering that particular vehicle. They left the vehicle according to the what maybe they get left. Nobody entered the car. No police officer, and he accepted. Yeah, oh Chief, I will put other officers on the vehicle. He said yes. Everybody said yes. But apparently, when the tension came, they get her people maneuver with her. I was in there at that time. We managed to carry her to the vehicle, but I was out.
Okay, so one quick question, and the guys up here will ask you one question each. According to the police spokesman Moses Carter, he disclosed during that interview that you're currently undergoing investigation at the Professional Standard Division there of the Liberia National Police. Are you being investigated for offering to take Queen to the police station, which later led to her allegedly escaping? Are you being investigated for anything of such?
That's a blatant lie. I will put it on this air. You understand? That night, the very first person that I will call, I started receiving series of calls. The reason the calls are coming, when the guy listened to me, he shared my number. He said, Chief, that shared number because I said my 187 number is not active. So I said, okay, so that shared the number so I can ascertain where you go. I can know what's unfolding at let's say what is unfolding at the station when I get there. That's how we share the number and I left. Okay. Then Moses Carter now coming up to just say all kinds of things. Well, I recall him my number and Moses Carter, we are very close. He knows me.
Have you communicated with him since this incident occurred? Have you had any communication with Moses Carter?
Moses Carter have not called me. It's the police IG that called me and other big police or senior officers. But the tone in which they called me, it's not conducive.
Okay.
Threatening me, it's not conducive. With dismissal.
Who are those threatening you?
The police, I mean, the police authority. Even the IG called me that Saturday. Imagine that I had an issue, and I said I needed to solve the issue. The IG tell me I should leave that particular situation and come report to Central before 10 and what have you. If I don't do it, they'll release a press release on me and Queen and declaring us. I mean,
was it the Saturday following the Friday on which the incident?
Saturday, right after the Friday, the issue took place. That Saturday, I spoke to him. I returned the call. I saw a series of calls. So I returned the call and I said, "Who is this?" I saw the call. Oh, Chief, how are you, sir? That was a small blessing. We had several talk on the phone. And I said, "But Chief, I don't think we're going to be going this route. I make it easy. I was not the one that you sent. Was I at police headquarters that day you gave me pick up? I'm from the public safety division. I was only interfering as a normal police officer, which of course everyone will want to do. I was not the one that you call, say, hey, someone go arrest Queen. I was not the one that carried the team of officers. So why should I be called a question? If you question me, I give you the thing that happened on the scene.
Let me ask you this final question, sir. Let me ask you this final question. Then my colleagues will come in. You said that you are not being investigated. You are not going any investigation of any kind from the Professional Standard Division. They are the Liberia National Police. And on the other hand, you're saying that you were being threatened, dismissal by your boss, the police IG. You were called, you received a call, and even the tone was very disturbing for you. If you are not being investigated for any crime you've committed, any unethical behavior, why do you think you're being threatened dismissal?
Oh, so because they heard they say, I didn't say nobody else even told me, hey, the IG himself say, they say. The IG wrong what they say to me. Could you imagine that? I'm serious. He called me and said, they say that you don't want to take the suspect on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They say.
Thank you. Let's do one quick question each.
So because I cannot continue this 1 minute because they say that's why I've been involved.
Okay, thank you. Let's bring Officer Hans Johnson in. I see your hand up, Josh. Let's take Officer Johnson. We're gonna take Morba and Amy, and then after them we'll come over to you, Josh.
Thank you. Hey, fellow Officer Harding, how are you, sir?
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you. Are you at this moment in fear for your life as well?
Of course. I was even told since that incident, bro, up to now, I have not gotten to my own house because people calling me from one angle to another, have black jeep, have people going visiting my home, people asking for me now, my name, all on the social media. I'm being disrupted. Intelligent are all out there looking for me. For what cause? Why are you making? Why are they making? What crime have I committed? I've been dismissed, disrupt. This morning I was listening to my radio, when Punch FM yesterday morning because already in the next day, calling my name on the police on radio. Brother, the problem I have with our people, we don't have conversation. There is no tension that cannot be handled, no matter what.
Thank you. All I want to say is stay safe, follow the law, and seek redress with foreign international help. Like you say, you with the UN.
I'm going to my organization through the United Nations want to push the case. This time, I will push it through.
Thank you, sir. Let's take Morba. One quick question from you, Morba. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, officer. Just a quick question. Are you waiting probably to turn your set in for any questioning or probably investigation probably to this matter?
Yes, sir. Right. In an amicable way, not in a threatening way. I will not do that.
Okay.
I'm a police officer. You can be threatening me. They say I'm gonna turn myself over. Your tone.
Okay, Emmy, let's hear you. Any one question from you?
Well, Moses Carter has released a press release that you was
disrobed, dismissed,
and all of that. So
and
have
all
you
of that.
gotten an attorney and to take up this case, or you just waiting to see what happened next?
Honestly, people been advising me, oh, take it this way and take it on the social media. Trust me, as well, been on Spoon or any other social media a long time. But as a police officer, we don't just talk like that. But they went on the social media. And the greatest one, I got it now, Hot Pepper carry my photo. That's tarnishing my reputation. That's tarnishing my reputation. So other people who know me, they say, but we don't expect it. I mean, it's just shock. My ninja are on radio, people just calling me. Making my family, my mother, whoever, they just worried, they calling my phone, and I'm saying, I'm okay. I ain't gonna make it.
Well, be safe out there.
Okay, just before we move to Josh.
Okay, mommy.
Can you please go with the queue like this, please? Then we can go like this, and then after me go to Josh. I beg you.
We're gonna touch everyone.
Okay.
Touch
Okay.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna touch everyone. Well, it just escaped me. But I think you can come in, Josh. In case you have a question, you can come in with one. Okay, so just a quick one to Officer Harding.
Yeah.
Do you regret following the way? Yeah, George, I'm gonna come to you. Do you regret following your involvement with this entire case and looking at the way things are going? Do you regret your involvement? Do you regret ever getting down to try to restore calm when you saw that things was getting out of hand on that particular scene on that day?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Josh, you want to come in?
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Just a quick one. I want to ask the officer, was he on duty when this thing happened?
I said no. I stated that, George. I said no.
Were you dressed in your
police
uniform? Yeah.
No.
Can I just come in?
Is it a common practice? Is it a common practice that
George, we are security officers.
Konya, you're gonna come in.
Let me interrupt George a bit because
I'm coming. Yeah.
I didn't want to do this, but I have to do this. We are security officers.
Let's do this. I'm gonna come to you, sir. I know you have a right to make this. Okay. Let's just do it in order. George, you want to go quickly? Yeah.
Yeah. So you said.
Can everyone mute? Okay, yeah, but go ahead, George.
Is it a common practice for off-duty police officer to interfere with a police officer that is on duty?
Yes.
So look, with that, the only thing I gotta say is that I think you should continue with your ambassadorial, work. But I don't think the police is yours to be in.
Okay.
I think you're disgrace to the police.
Wait, repeat that question. The police is not mine.
You need to just resign.
Who are you to say the police is not mine, George? Why would you question that? What you just first
guys, Josh.
But why would you say the police is not mine? Why would you say so?
I think you asked a question. I want us to.
Are you kidding me?
It's let's take you, Miss Cora. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Honestly, I want to say thank you to the officer who came on, and you are a true public servant, and I respect you for that. And my comment has to do with the way we were interact with our guests on the show. This lady, Miss Queen, explained to us that she was never taken by the police. She was protected by the angry crowd, and they took her away. The officer also stated that the police barricaded the angry crowd but the crowd insisted that nobody going to take Queen away. And Josh came on the floor to tell our guests that she was a liar. On the video, they saw the police taking her away. After all, if you look at our video, if you have a preconceived mind, you will describe the scene the way you want that scene to be seen. And we should not go to tell somebody on the show that they are giving misinformation, misleading information. They are lying. We brought them on the show to protect them, to tell the people what's happening. So we are here to protect our guests, but not to tell them and insult them on the panel. So I seriously taking. I am so angry about that, and I think Josh owes us apology to our guests on the show. We don't have right to judge them until they are proven guilty. We don't have right to tell them they are lying. And also we have the video. She said that in the case when they have a lot of chaos, confusion, you're not going to say, "I love you, get up on the floor, honey." There will be some action. There will be some action. Maybe that process where she had to say, "Get up from the floor."
Thank you, Ms. Cora. Thank you, Ms.
It shows something. So we will watch the video, and then the public come on and say, "Yes, she really brutalized this man." But it's not our responsibility to do what we should be doing by condemning all of people. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cora. Let's hear from you quickly. Cindy, you have your one question to ask quickly.
Officer, good evening. I'm Sandy.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Can you please confirm? I heard you saying that you do not feel safe turning yourself in to the Liberian police. Did you just say that tonight?
Yes, based on based on the way in which our officers, our senior officers, are going about things, and the way they have, let's say, handled this whole situation now, from that day, from Friday to where we are. Press release. He's dismissed with immediate effect. He's dismissed. He's this. He's that.
Okay, so officer, I get that. So if you are saying here tonight that you feel unprotected and not safe, are you then agreeing to a lot of Liberians that say that the Liberian police force is not to be trusted?
Oh no, I'm a human. I got my own different way of acting, and another person have their different way. That's all.
So can you also then allude or confirm to Queen Johnson's position of having fear to turn herself over to the Liberian police? You guys seem to share similar fears.
I think similar fear, yeah, sure. That's Queen, you heard her.
Thank you.
Okay, so then finally, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank
you. Yeah, okay, throw in the quick one. Yeah, just throw in that quick one.
There is a narrative out there, officer, that this is all that your involvement was politically motivated. Can you speak to that quickly?
Oh no. I'm a police officer. I'm not a politician.
Thank you. Francis, you want to come in with your quick question? Just one. Let's do that in.
Yeah, for me, it's not a question; it's a comment. I just want to apologize to our guests on this show. You guys came on to clarify things, and you allow us to ask you questions. So we are, especially the officer, to the officer hiding. I apologize to you, but we all know around the world, a police officer job never ends until he's sleeping. Regardless of if you're in a uniform or not, you took an oath to serve and protect. So 24/7, even if you are with your wife or your children, our panelists on this panel will expect you to protect their lives when you are not in your uniform. So I apologize to you for the disrespect that you just received by being told that you should not be a police officer. I apologize because that very panelist, if he's been brutalized by somebody or harassed, he will not care if you are in uniform or not, because your duty never ends until you are in bed. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
So let's
dream. He can do it.
Let's bring Mary in and
Fucking nonsense.
No, Josh, we're not go there, please. We're not going there. we're not going there. No,
And you're
Josh.
gonna leave me on the panel for that.
Okay, so let's bring in Mary. Mary, you want to ask your question quickly?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good good morning, officer, because I know it's in the morning in Liberia.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so based on Mrs. Johnson's explanation, she told us that she have never been told or aware of any warrant out for her arrest by the Liberia National Police. So as an officer of the law for the Liberia National Police, were you aware of any warrant being out there for Miss Queen Johnson arrest?
That actually I can speak to because I don't have that information.
So if you don't have the information, that means there was never an arrest out there to be disseminated to the police force. Is that correct?
That's what I said. I can, actually speak to it because I don't want to get any contradicting stuff because I wasn't there. Perhaps they had it with them, but they were resisting this. I don't know.
The situation have been going on for a while, so you haven't heard anything about you guys being able to arrest her when you see her, right?
Like I repeat again, Mary, I don't want to provide any information on the contrary of this whole thing. Honestly.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Officer Hans Johnson, just go ahead, a quick one, and then
just a quick one.
And I'll bring Konya in. Konya wanted to make a quick point to George.
I'm sure Officer Hardy can attest to it. In any situation, even if a hard code warrant was not issued to Miss Johnson following following the probable cause that Miss Johnson was involved in Mr. Joshua's death, or if he says she was wanted, if I got Moses Carter correctly, there are pictures of her picture with a number stating that if you see this person anywhere, call police immediately because people are on behind the scene. He or she is wanted. That flyer will be out there. I want to ask Mr. Kona, can you put her behind the scene?
Say?
No, I will ask you to put her behind the scene. Miss Johnson. There was a
yeah. Go ahead.
Mr. Konya can answer this question. Was there any flyer or Officer Harding put out there to show that anywhere this woman is seen, she's a wanted person by Liberia National Police?
Did you get his question? Officer Harding, did you get Officer Johnson's question, sir?
Yeah, it's just almost similar to Marie's question that Makuri just asked, and that's why I say I don't want to provide any information that I don't know about, honestly.
Okay.
Hence, I respect the question, but I don't want to. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let's give Konya a second. He wanted to make a quick point, and then we can try to wrap up on this thing. Now, let me throw this out. I'm trying to get the video. Unfortunately, we cleared our library, so I'm not getting it in here. So anyone who has that video out there, you can kindly send it to me on Messenger or WhatsApp, any of them. Talking about the Queen Johnson's video, because we have to wrap up the show with that particular video so as to clear the air on a lot of things that were said. So yeah, go ahead, Konya, let's hear you.
He's muted.
You are muted. Can you unmute? Okay, let me come in to do this. Okay, I just unmuted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I think it was kind of a conflict, between George and myself. Under international law, under international policing law, you cannot effect an arrest without a warrant. So I want Moses Carter, he's my friend, to show to you or to display the warrant of arrest against Queens, because everything he's been saying on the internet or on in his press conferences is that, oh, Queen is wanted, Queen is wanted, Queen is wanted. And what I perceive is that, what I want to believe is that he was actually at that point when Queen entered there. Do you understand? So most of the story he's saying is a make-up. He didn't see the action. He's trying to maybe get away, to preserve his job, So he's just making up story. The next thing is that, Mr. George, we as military officers, we as security, we as police officers. I'm an ex-soldier of the Liberian army, yeah? And I migrated to the United Kingdom. I've done a lot of security training. I'm an expert in the security services. Do you understand that? We have got no limit of detailed security officer, of detailed police officer can even effect a detention, because when I say arrest, you need warrant to make an arrest. As an officer, as a police officer, you can actually detain somebody and then you turn them over to the police if you are not on duty. So it doesn't matter whether Unit 187 was off duty or not. He had a reasonable cause to probe the case. You understand? That's part of conflict management. I don't know whether you did conflict management. In fact, in managerial process, beside the security sector, you do conflict management. So he came in to resolve what was about to be a kind of a big problem, big situation. You saw people threatening one another with knives. What if somebody had come on crazy way with a gun that night? What we're saying here was not going to happen. So he had right to intervene. And you understand, despite being in uniform or not, we got no limit. I can show you my badge now. We got no limit. I can even make an arrest, detention in any part of the world. And you understand, once you are a security officer, once you are a police officer, you got no limit. So let me just clear that part. The next thing is that the RG and the spokesman in the next coming government, the new government, we're going to replace them, of course. We will recommend people like Unit 187 to head the police force or to deputize, you know what I mean, some position. So, George, I'm just telling you, you must not make it fault. But people like you should never be part of this platform because you are here to cause chaos. You understand? You are here, to instigate something that should not have happened. You understand? To support something that was going to be off the limit of our security sector in Liberia. Because if that situation has forced into chaos, what you say, I don't know where you live. I think you live in the United States. But we got people over there. That's what Unit 187 is saying. So his approach was a form of conflict management. So conflict management to resolve the situation. Queen is still alive. Queen can turn herself in. But on a good atmosphere, on a good and trusted services, police force.
Okay.
So we will wait until... Yeah.
Nelson, thank you. 1 minute on Nelson. Nelson,
Yeah,
please, can you
yeah.
just
So we have to
What's
wrap
the
it
issue
up.
here?
We have
What's
to
the issue?
to our audience.
Accepted.
But yeah,
The
you
police,
can
the
go ahead.
commanding officer accepted that now. Okay, chief, yes, but we will get in the car with them, so we all can go together to the police station. So he blundered.
Nelson,
You know that we all went together protecting Queen. It was wonderful. I only wanted to protect that whole place, make sure she just be safe, and even the environment be safe from people that are even innocent people that were out there.
Okay.
And he accepted, he alluded to that.
So,
And that was how we went together with the officers. He knew what was going on. He was there. I was there. Everybody was there. Queen people were still holding up. They were nothing but were forcibly going towards the car that they brought from Queen. And we all went there. But he didn't put no one in the car. After the agreement, that you put officer in the car. And nowhere you will go do an arrest, you don't even the person will get in the car, that you will not even eye another person. The people never resisted. They said, well, we'll go with you. We will not enter your police car at all. We'll enter our own car, you'll follow us, and we all will go. That was just all, and we all went.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
Nelson, just a quick one. The officer is saying that he doesn't know whether there was a arrest warrant. When he intervened, did he speak to the officers that were there and ask them for the warrant of arrest? He didn't?
No, nothing. They went to backdate the arrest warrant. As we speak, Moses Carter is hearing us. What they're going to do, they're going to backdate the arrest warrant.
Calm down.
Even you should make it public. The arrest warrant should be public.
Yeah,
On the police website.
so then you have to calm down. We we have to do this in an orderly manner. We have to
No,
do
what,
this.
what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that
But I'm coming, sir. I'm coming, sir.
to
Let's
make
do
an
this.
arrest, you should have an arrest warrant.
Yes, I'm coming to that aspect, sir.
Yeah.
But we have to do this in an orderly manner. If you are talking and the next person is talking, if you're interrupting the next person, the audio gets terrible.
Okay,
So we
I'm
just
not
have to
gonna talk
avoid
anymore.
that. Let's make sure that one is recognized, before speaking. So
So
we have to go
Nelson,
to the lines. George, you wanted to make a quick point?
yeah, quick point. So Nelson, my question was that the officer who is a senior officer, U187, got to the scene of this commotion that he's talking about. I want to know whether he asked for the arrest warrant, because if someone comes for arrest warrant and you get there as a senior officer, you want to see the warrant first before you can even aid them in getting the person arrested. If he said he does not know there was an arrest warrant, why was he helping this girl to be arrested?
I didn't tell you that. I didn't say I was helping for this girl to be arrested. I said that chaotic scene, the tension, the scene was very chaotic, very
What brought up the
tense.
tension? What brought up the
Okay.
tension?
So
It's simple. When people say she's not going, and the police say she must go. And if you ask me the question, I can't remember one minute. If you ask me if I didn't ask that question, when I got there, we have known long time, because the very first thing the police have issued the arrest, the warrant rather, the warrant before my arrival.
Thank you very much.
Saving her at that moment was crucial.
And saving her at that moment was paramount, apart from any other Liberian. That was my point.
Your intervention was political.
I know
That's
you
all.
got to go to the lines. Let me grab this in.
We have to go to the line. Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
There's a whole lot to drop in here tonight, and we have lots of people here who want to equally call in and share their thoughts. They've not had the time to speak on this issue. We are up here. They are watching. They're listening to the radio, and they want to make their input. So, can we take? So the video I'm asking for is not the one when Queen was arrested. I already have that. I'm asking for the video when the situation happened with the CDC and the Unity Party, and Joshua was trying to make his way through when Queen lifted. That's the video I'm asking for. I already have this. I see a lot of people sending that, but I already have this, just for the clarity. Thanks to all of those trying to make efforts on that. But can we go to the lines and take some calls? Queen, is there any other thing you want to say before we go to the lines? Okay, let me unmute you. Okay, you are unmuted now. Go ahead.
No, I'm out, eh?
Okay, you okay, right? Can we go to
Yes,
the line? Okay. So okay. So you can just stay with us a bit. Let's try to get a few calls. Maybe there will be some questions from the public out there that they may want you to address as well. So let me get the WhatsApp number here on the screen in case you want to call in and make a contribution. You can go ahead and do just that. And our local number is 0555-101075. 0555-101075 is the number to call in case you want to make your contribution tonight on the late night show. This is the Late Night Politics on Spoon. We're live across the Spoon Network and other radio stations across Liberia. So we take our first call here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from? Hello? Okay, we lost that person. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're live. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, thank you for your program tonight.
Okay.
This is Danuwadi P from 540.
Let's hear you, sir.
You know, listen to...
Yeah, you just have to go to the point, sir, because we have limited time and there are lots of calls. So we like the callers to just
the problem I'm talking about is the lady said that somebody was chasing her with a gun on Broad Street. I don't know wheresoever. But I don't know whether she reported this to the police or she reported this to her political party.
Okay. That's a great question. She's going to respond to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, you're live from the WhatsApp line. You just got on. Your name and where you call from.
Hey, good evening, SN. Good morning. How are you? My name is Joel.
Okay, let's hear you. Can everyone on set kind of mute and can you lower any gadget you're listening to?
Nothing to George. Is George really serious here tonight? Telling Queen to turn in herself. That's the first question. Where Nelson is sitting, he's pretty situated in America or whatever he is, and telling somebody in Liberia.
And I in America, I think you meant George.
Over when he know that person will not be safe. This police officer, he's sitting here and asking the police officer that he's not a police officer. Who is George? George is sitting here and insulting people. What's wrong with George? Why are you keeping George here?
Okay.
And sitting there and insulting the panelists, insulting even us, the audience that watching. Who is George?
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your contribution.
Is it going out of his sense of
come. Thanks a lot.
Listen, don't keep me on the line when you're trying to insult me. Don't keep me on the line.
Let's have everyone.
Don't keep me on the line.
Thank you, sir. Let's hold you there, sir.
This guy died tomorrow. Look, what's wrong with
Nelson,
George?
Thank
Nelson,
you, sir.
don't keep this guy on the line.
No, George.
Don't keep me on the line.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and take another person on the line. Hello, you like? No, George.
We've got ethics here. Don't keep me on the line. No, you can't keep me on the line.
You don't talk about ethics, man. Let it man handle the
He's
show.
insulting you. Don't keep me on the line.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
listen,
George,
this
we
is
will
not
not
just
run the
Facebook.
show like that. Everyone can run the show like that.
Yeah, but
I'm taking
cutting
the call.
off, cutting
I
off,
wouldn't
cutting off.
allow the unethical thing to happen here. And I just want
He's
you to
insulting. He's insulting.
No, George.
I'm listening.
Let's take this person here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from, quickly.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Siane. I'm calling from Arizona. My question is to George. So George said that this woman, there was a warrant of arrest for her. If there's a warrant of arrest, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
Yes, my question is to George, right? I'm Siane. I'm calling from Arizona.
Yeah, we've been hearing
George
you.
said that there's a warrant of arrest for Johnson. If there's a warrant of arrest for Johnson, do they have to force Johnson to go? Or they just need to give her a warrant of arrest?
Okay.
Because I noticed that they are forcing Johnson to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hold you there and take another person. Let's take this person here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you calling from? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, the same question I call from Mama Point.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, one quick one to George. You know, there's something Senator Dillon always say. Listening and understanding are two different things. And you know, I'm really just laughing listening to George. If you listen to the brother's question, all his questions, it tells you that he has a mindset. And people that have a mindset, they don't belong in that kind of space.
Okay.
Because to be a
Thank you.
panelist, you gotta be open-minded.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
all
you very much. So we take the last two calls and then we wrap up. Okay, so we lost this one. Let's take this one. Hello, you're live. Quickly, let's hear you.
Before I'm a father. Yes, please.
Hello, please go ahead.
Hello,
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, man, I'm watching the show. I want to say thank you to all of the panelists. For instance, I respect your position, including Officer Haynes. But let's be very frank. This is a public discussion. When we come to this discussion, we come with sanity and respect. George should never be on this kind of shows. He doesn't have the temperament. He doesn't have the character. He doesn't have the attribute. He doesn't even have the understanding. He's an intellectual.
Thank you.
So we are listening with our family, with our wives. We need to be respected. We don't waste our time on people that are coming and insult us.
Thank you.
They should be disciplined.
Thank you. Let's take the final call now. This one will take us home. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you quickly.
You doing?
Yeah, we okay. Let's hear you.
Good. So my question is, why are they making what's her name?
Queen.
Princess, what again?
Queen.
Queen. Why they making her center? Yes, why they making her center of attraction? Because there are a lot of suspects. There are a lot of suspects. Why only her, not the others?
Okay.
And as I learned, all those that was involved, that they said they was suspect, they let them go. Or why only Queen they are focusing on because she's from United Party, or because they want to politicize it? That's my question.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry we have to hold it at that. And do our closing now. So we will start with Officer Harding to do his closing. You want to close? Just anything in closing? Just anything final before we let you go, sir?
Okay. Thank you, Nelson, and thanks to the Spoon family for giving me this opportunity. I'm grateful. At least I came up to clear the air, and like I repeat, the reason I came, my authority took the air, so I needed to have cleared the air as well. As I speak to you, my photo is all over the place. It's all over. So thanks to everyone for coming up. I stand for peace as a police officer, as a peace ambassador. I stand for it. And in my closing, the police officer that are listening to me, that out of fear he's speaking and he's saying things on the contrary. That's what making this whole situation going the way it's supposed to go.
Thank you, sir.
A peaceful atmosphere we wanted to bring about, and we brought the peaceful atmosphere. The fact that whether how it happened or it not happened, life was saved. Lives, not only one, but lives. And property was saved. So bless God. And the Queen, she just stated she would turn herself over, but in a very conducive atmosphere, which of course is not bad. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's hear from you. Konya, you want to close? You are muted. Let me unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to take this time to thank Queen for coming on the show, to thank you for inviting myself, to thank the panelists, including Josh. Josh, we need to teach you a bit of security, you know. You can go on the internet, you know, look at conflict management. I also want to say thank you to the Spoon family, because, I mean, you are the mouthpiece for the Liberians. Everybody follow your show, and I'm grateful to be on the show. So for now, Queen is not going to turn herself in. Queen is in a safe location. We cannot disclose to you where Queen is. Myself, I don't know where Queen is, and I've told her not to disclose where Queen is. We cannot disclose to anybody where the officer is. Officer, do not disclose your location to anybody. We will not try to get Queen away from Liberia for now, because she's part of the inaugural program. She's listed on the sheet.
Okay.
So we will wait in the next, it's 14 days to come. Is it 14 days or 12 days? So we will wait for that day to reach, when we'll be uprooting this government. And we will be recommending to the new government that we do not want the old leadership for the LNP. We do not want the RG. We do not want the spokesman. And we do not want the entire hurricane. We want the entire police force to be restructured. Possibly dissolve. We want the police force to be dissolved, and then we can set up a new training for the new police force, because we don't want the future police force to be partial. And I can promise you on this show, if the Bouaka government, I don't want any position in the government. Nelson and the panelists, the money I make here, I'm very satisfied with the money I make. I make close to $30 an hour. So I'm satisfied with my with my wages. I make close to $30 an hour when I work. Do you understand? So nobody should say, oh, he's a lawyer for Queen, or he's trying to boast. You know, I've been one of those helping people with visa to travel. You understand? Pay my own money. I've just promised Josh a car. You understand? So I'm not here. People asking me when I'm coming to Liberia for inauguration. I'm not coming there. You understand? But what we want is justice for Joshua, those who are connected with the death of Joshua. We don't want to say that there should be no justice because the family is hurt. And we want to know the circumstances, actually leading to the death of Joshua. You understand? So police spokesman cannot even identify those that are involved on the video. When they ask me, you say, "Oh, I think I know that person." Every time they ask him, I know people, other people, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. So his information is just based on hearsay. You understand? Hearsay. So I want to thank you again, and thank you to the panelists, including George. George, you will grow up, I know. You're my friend, and that you can tell that the public is actually crying with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Queen, you want to do your closing? Interestingly, someone just shared this video with me, and it was done in the slow motion where we can see all of the actions leading to the time Joshua actually escaped. All right, so let me just try to get in, but you can be doing your closing in the meantime. Just start to do your closing while I try to bring this video in.
Nelson, can I go?
Yeah, Queen, can you go ahead? Mobile, you're not muted. We hear you. Queen, okay, I muted you, Queen. So let me unmute you now. Okay, go ahead.
I want to tell everyone thank you on the show this morning. Brother Josh, Reader, you have to grow up. You need to grow up. You know how quiet to net an angry loser. You are an angry loser. You need to grow up, Josh. You need to grow up. If you can grow, this show is not for you. Spoon is a responsible show. It's not for you. And tonight I'm telling this man, I tell everybody, my life is in great hands.
You can do this.
My life
no, Josh, let's have Queen to land. You have your time,
She's insulting me.
No.
I know it's not for you, George. I said you need to grow. You didn't go the show not for you.
Do this, Francie.
You insulted me again. You insulted me. I'm a liar.
Go ahead, Queen. Queen is our guest. Go ahead, Queen.
And my life, every 1 year, the whole world is watching. My life is in gray hand. My life is in Ascara gray hand. My life is in Moses Carter hand. My life is in Patrick Sudu. What surprised me about Patrick Sudu? Patrick Sudu was my fighter, almost like dad to me. I used to take money from my pocket and give to Patrick Sudu. For Patrick Sudu to come against me, Moses Carter was my best friend. When they appointed Moses Carter a police spokesman, I was the only person I attended his program. He was my best friend. Like from Moses Carter and Patrick Sudu, I know that power changed people. My life in their hands. Nothing I did. I'm there by year. I call for a talk set for Joshua. I said I need a talk set for Joshua. They refused to bury Joshua. Who is the complainer in the case? It's Gray. It's Gray. You please ask Gray what Gray wants from me. You please ask Moses Carter what he wants from me and other people. My life is in the hand. God heaven, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm not afraid to turn myself over. I'm willing to turn myself over. But now with Moses Carter and Patrick Sudu. And I mean, tell me, Moses Carter man and the Patrick Sudu man. This police man you're talking about, he's so innocent. I don't even know him. I've been seeing my eyes before. He's innocent. So they will not score political grade type of time on me and all those people. I'm innocent. I'm not here myself calling for justice for Joshua. Joshua's a human being. I'm calling for justice for Joshua. I'm very innocent to all this. My life is in the hand. George, I never insulted you. You insulted me. I'm going to tell you to grow. I call you an angry loser. You need to grow. Thank you, family. Thanks.
Thank you. Before you go, Queen, I want us to play this video finally.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch. I'm here.
I want us to play this video. This is it.
Excuse me, Nelson?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, there's full video. I put it on stake from the start to the end. I got a video on stake.
Okay, so let's watch this.
Watch a video.
Everything leading to
everything. Like where people.
And there you see Joshua is on the ground. Joshua is being beaten by some individuals. Gradually, he escapes. And from the onset of the video, so Queen, where were you when all of these were being played? When all of these things were happening all at the same time, where were you?
On music, yes. I told you that I was interviewed by a journalist. When I turned my back, I saw a journalist and running. I was sitting myself. You saw me. You watch the video.
Okay, I'm going to play this video again. Let me play again. Let me play this video.
Watch the video.
Last time, for those who missed out on it, and it's in slow motion.
Just watch the video. Just watch the video.
You can capture every single moment of it. So we'll play it again. There you have Queen going. And then one thing led to another. Joshua is being attacked. As you see him there on the ground, he's beaten by some individuals. He's trying to escape. You see him there on the ground. And then Joshua in the white with the dreadlock narrowly escapes the scene, moving towards the red car. And Joshua makes his way out of that particular environment. Okay, so it's a good thing that we played the video. I just
Nelson, that's not the entire video. That's not the entire video.
You have the
George, you need to go.
Guys, let's do it one at a time. George, do you have the entire video?
It's in our chat room. I've placed it there before in our chat room. You guys, come on.
Okay.
You can't live like this.
Okay.
George, do you have the entire video?
So guys,
don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Let's do this.
I will ask you because you're part of the team. I just want to see the entire video that you speak of.
We have to do our closing. Queen has done her closing already. Francis, let's start with Francis, then we'll take Moba.
Yeah, fellow Liberians, I'm not here to determine who's wrong, who's right. We all know what justice for Joshua, but we have to be very careful. As you all listen to the police spokesperson present the case on Spoon, speaking to the journalist, presenting a third-person point of view, as though he was not present. Also, as Queen said, he was present. She saw him.
He was present.
He's alleged that he was present.
He was present.
A police officer who came to keep the peace is now also being a wanted man with his picture everywhere. And we wonder why people don't want to turn themselves in. And we'll sit here on the platform, and some of our colleagues will sit here and try to act like the above reproach. And you look at a police officer now afraid for his life. Where his boss could have just called him in, come and testify, come and tell us what went on, like a professional person. But no, he's now been threatened and he's in hiding. So let me tell you people something, my fellow Liberian. You do not want that. You want a police force that will come and respect the citizen regardless of if they think you are wrong or not. You are innocent until proven guilty. But if a police officer is afraid for his life, what about average ordinary citizen? Even if she did what they accused her of, be very careful what you ask for, fellow Liberians. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Moba. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Nelson. Thank you to our guests and my fellow panelists. Actually, the entire police structure, it's just like a boss cut. They do things based on, what, maybe I would say, grudge. Who is what's his name? What the lawmaker name? Who they kick out? Gray. Who is Gray? Gray always execute his plan, right? Gray was the person who was behind the Cabinet General impeachment. He always want to execute his plan by the like because he was a lawmaker, and now he out. He just trying to push away. They're trying to threaten people and stuff. And we've been seeing this identical situation from Great a lot of time. And my brother George, we all on the show, right? While upon they come, brother, let us respect them. Despite you disagree with them, we agree with them. Let respect them. That when they go, we go beyond, go beyond beyond the scene and see what we want to say about. On the show where people watching on the and and I mean as a trained officer, it's wrong. They meant on a fee. No one can and they respect you on a fee. It's not right.
Thank you very much.
I think all need to
let's do our closing for just maybe a minute, so we can be out of here. We already far into the time. We're going extra 12 minutes. It's terrible for us. Let's hear from you, Miss Cora.
Really, when I watched this video, I felt so bad. I want to ask the Liberian people, everywhere you pass in Liberia right now, you will find church. The churches, you hear the sound of the prayer time for the Muslim, the monks. All over the country is so religious. What's happening now? I'm so sorry. I extend my sympathy to the family of the late George, that his name should be used like this. I'm so sorry. May his soul rest in peace. For Liberian, I'm begging you this hour. Please stop this kind of brutal.
Joshua.
The name is Joshua, not George. George is on the show.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, because that George business just stuck in my brain right now. Josh, I'm sorry to use your name, okay? I'm sorry to use your name. I'm sorry, my family. I would love for us to get back to the Liberia we used to be before. The forgiving people. The one we have thrown, the whole world is getting to go against us. The whole world is frowning against us. The whole world see us like people of no integrity. Let us stop that kind of behavior. And let us stop blaming people. If we have our own preconceived mind against somebody, we shouldn't hold it against them. Then we use a little thing to spark up and get against the person to see the person dead. And we bring people down to public ridicule because we hate them. Let's stop it. I take this time to tell every one of you thank you. Queen and my brother Konya, thank you for taking your time, and the officer that was here. We will keep on the good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's hear from you, George, quickly.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, everyone. To my brother Lufa, you talk about disbanding the entire police force. Do you know how long it takes to train up the police? Who's going to be keeping law and order in the country? You profess to be a law enforcement person, somebody came from the military background, and you're talking about disbanding an entire police force. Who's going to take care of the country? Are the cops going to be in the street arresting people? You guys need to be careful. What you are developing in Liberia will live after us and will destroy our people. I don't care about CDC. I care about humanity. If your relative was killed in that circumstances, and somebody who is being accused of killing that person, I think you will be very much happy to have that person brought to the law to answer question. We are very optimistic that those who are actually hitting on that boy were known to Queen. Queen knows them. They all came from the party headquarters. So by Queen coming to the police will help to bring all the other guys to the law. You guys are sitting here trying to shield things, talking about we will change the police force, we'll do this, and George has to grow up. I'm already grown.
Okay. Now,
and just to sum up Nelson. Nelson can come in and play some flimsy video or slow motion. That thing, we don't buy it, Nelson. Nelson, look, you're a journalist, and look, I love you and I trust you. But the way you guys want to take things in this country, in that country, we are going to destroy our own country unknowing to ourselves. I don't care about CDC. I was not born with CDC in me. I'm a Liberian. That's the first thing I am. And that's why I want to make sure that anybody, those on the feet insulting me, they could be those people who relative must have been killed. They wouldn't be insulting. If it touches you, it would not, it would never make sense. But
thank you.
God bless Liberia and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Insult
Again,
me, that's a business. I love you. God bless you.
Again, let me let this out. I requested for the video because we did some cleanup with our library. I requested for the video. This is what I got. And I've asked George and all other persons watching to send the full video if they have it. Now, let me do this. And was it Francis or someone raised a very important point, right? About Queen assisting. Now, you see the lady there in the green holding Queen, right? There's another portion of the video. And you see the lady there running towards Joshua, right? Queen, do you know that lady who was holding you, or is she someone? There she goes with the stick in her hand. Do you know her, or is she someone you just met on the ground of the protest?
I think
it's someone I met. Yes, she's someone I met on the ground. We know nobody in that video. I know like people. You know the day was it was camping time. No one I know. I dropped on the metal. I want to go talk to him. He's all pushing me. He's all pushing me. I want to go talk to her. He's all pushing me. So why is my part in that video? That really did in that video. He's all pushing. I want to go talk. He's all pushing me. I'm gonna move for you from the hall. He's all pushing me.
Okay.
Queen,
So,
Queen, don't
Officer
worry.
Johnson, can you do your closing, Officer Johnson? Let's do this thing and wrap up.
Thank you. I was trying to let Queen know in the beginning of this whole conversation that sometimes statement you say you can self-incriminate yourself. So I was, but I didn't get the chance to let her know. Queen, when I say I'm a man of the law, but I also care for your safety. And looking at the trend of the Liberia National Police, the only apparatus that have not been compromised in Liberia with the joint security has been the AFL. But every other security sector been compromised in Liberia under the CDC government. So looking at the trend, your safety matters to me. And the idea of why you have to be off duty to intervene, crisis management. I have been off duty with my badge and sidearm, got from my car, went to try to help save somebody that was involved in an accident, not knowing that person was a wanted criminal and had a gun with them on scene, and the crowd was coming. So off-duty officer get involved to solidify the situation so it can't escalate. Brother Conrad, I want to say, please seek every international help you can for her safety, but also, Queen, I advise. Lastly, I'm a man of the law, but your safety matter. Respect the law. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Emmy, let's hear from you.
Yeah. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, Queen, for coming on. And
Thank you.
Alofa. I hope, like, we all want justice for Joshua. And like my brother said, if it was anybody's family, I would want them brought to justice. Brought to court as well. But I would not want the wrong person to be brought to justice. Why the right people that did the crime walking out there? And I hope this is not about politics, because there are a lot of people we see in that video whose faces are shown. They are not running after them. But let's say she hit him, like the video showed it to be. But somebody who just hit the person that went running, the person that had been declared a suspect or not even person of interest to interview, to ask, but wanted for murder. That is the big, I don't know how you get somebody just slapping somebody on the back and the person ran off, or picking, like she said, trying to help him. I don't, even if it was slap, I don't know how you get murder from that. But yeah, even though we want justice for Joshua, but we also want the right people to be brought to justice. And we don't want, Joshua did not die from whatever happened there. We also want it to be known. We want the right autopsy to be done, but like she said, they didn't do it and they buried her, so we will never know. So we need to take our emotions out of there and politics out of it. And people talking about, oh, if it was JMB with you or something. This is not about JMB or anybody. This is about him or something. Those people that acting that they care about Joshua out, I'm pretty sure when he was alive, nobody cares. They just want to use this as politics to so many JMB, and it's sad that you'll be doing that to somebody else's family.
Thank you. Mary, let's hear you quickly. 30 seconds, you're closing.
Thank you. Well, this situation is just sad because I feel like Queen is being used for political reason by Honorable Akaris Gray, because he have the tendency to put a target down and, you know, succeed in whatever his aim is. But then at the same time, I would rather see Queen, you know, do the right thing, follow the proper procedure into vindicating herself. So with that being said, I heard my fellow panelist, Mr. Lofa, said, you know, he acknowledged how she's part of the inaugural team, and you know, UP is going to come in because of the transparency that we are looking for towards the Unity Party government. And with the situation that Ms. Queen finds herself in right now, I would advise that the Unity Party not involve her in the inauguration for now, until everything can be, you know, fixed and you know, handled properly, just because of transparency. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Then finally we take Mikey. Mikey, you have 30 seconds to do your closing. Can you unmute? Okay, I just unmuted you. Go ahead. Mikey, there's an issue with your gadget. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was trying to, no, you mute me. So I was trying to get it. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
You're okay.
Okay, how are you? Sorry, I've been back there trying to get on. When the whole thing happened, I remember George Ryder said that he posted the video in the chat room. And when George posted that video, he and I went back and forth, because if you look at that video with the girl there with the long head attachment, that was the person that George was and talking about, called Queen Johnson. At first, I don't know Queen from nowhere. So when he there was a picture going all over with the girl with the stick. George posted that video with a screenshot and posted for Queen. So I had to go back on Facebook and put in Queen Johnson in, and I saw a different person. And I went back to Josh and I said, this person that you say is Queen that was beating on this Joshua, that's not Queen. Hold on 1 second, I need to correct something, because he and I went back and forth. So the whole thing, like a lot of people saying, is political motivated. I watched that video, the same video that George is talking about. I watched that particular video. I did not see anything that Queen used stick to beat on this part. They have 4 different videos out there, and I didn't see it. Then come to the medical side. When George posted a CT scan, and he said that CT scan reads for internal bleeding. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse. I don't have to talk about it. But when I look at that CT scan, I told Josh, I did not see any internal bleeding. Joshua was released the same day. My question to Queen, when she saw what's her name, Joshua, was he unconscious when she saw him? Did he show any sign? Because that's the first thing you will see if somebody is going through internal bleeding. Being with a mark on your body, bleeding outside, doesn't show internal bleeding. And this whole thing is being political, and it's wrong. The family of Josh, I just coming on, please. The family of Joshua is crying. For them to use this is wrong.
Thank you.
I know we all the time because you kept me back there. I've been on hold for since 9 something.
We had a full house.
You know you kept me, and I tried to call too.
I want to.
Yeah,
say,
and I tried to call, and you did not pick up my
behind the
call.
scenes
So
on the scene.
at least just give me a
But
few minutes.
I want to say thank you, thank you. Maggie. Finally, you made it up here to ask your question.
All right.
We are closing. But Queen, we want to say thanks for availing yourself to talk to us on the platform.
No,
tonight.
but she didn't answer my question though. I just wanted to know she didn't answer.
No, but you made a statement. You asked your question. You answer your question, Mikey.
I made a statement and I asked a question.
Okay.
Maggie? Tell Maggie.
I know when I said
you
okay, my
Joshua
question was did Jordan and Joshua have anything you see like a fainting or like he was unconscious when the whole thing happened? The one you saw. When you were on the scene.
No, that was screaming when you were running. When I saw the toes and you fell, now I tried to pick you, was screaming when you were running. After the beating, you were still having scream running.
Thank you. So the question is answered. Queen, I want to say thanks for showing up here tonight. We appreciate you. Thanks for availing yourself. And we will always stay on the side of the law. It is our hope that the law, justice will be served in this. Joshua, on one hand, is a Liberian citizen who deserves justice, and Queen, on the other hand, is another Liberian citizen who deserves fair treatment under the laws of our country. And so, yes, we just look forward to seeing justice being served, and that's the position we'll hold on this platform. And I appreciate you for availing yourself, and thanks ever so much for being here tonight with us.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you. And Konya, you're not on camera, but Konya, we want to say thank you for coming in tonight as well. I don't know where Konya went.
Yeah,
Konya,
I just popped to the.
Thanks for being here tonight as well. We appreciate you for availing yourself to come on the show.
Yeah, okay, just to close up, I think there's another video where Queen was holding Joshua when Joshua fell. So I think that's the video Josh wants to see. I can try and get you the video for the next topic.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying Josh.
You can do that. You can do
The
that.
police need it, not me.
So,
yeah, but the police,
thank you,
the police are mistaking Queen to be whoever, because the lady you saw with the long hair is not Queen.
Thank you,
I know Queen. I know Queen.
That's
I
why
know
we find
Queen very much.
No, guys,
I
we
know
don't want to
Queen.
start another
I've
show.
Anyway,
met her.
Josh.
Thank you, Konya.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Josh, thanks for being here tonight. Francis, we appreciate you for being
But
here
please
tonight.
don't disband our
Marie,
police, please. we beg
Marie,
you.
thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you. Officer Hans Johnson, we appreciate you for being here tonight. Ami, our co-moderator, thanks for showing up. I saw you were in the background for a while. And yeah, Konya and everyone, to our viewers, we appreciate you a whole lot. Those of you in Radio Land, thanks for following this edition of the Late Night Politics, the late night show on Spoon. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the program. Until then, I'm Nelson Collet. Have for yourselves a good night, good morning, depending on your location. But wait, all of what we're saying, Miss Cora, did you do your closing? You will close tomorrow.
You did a closing.
Nelson,
Thank you
let me
very
just say happy birthday to my daughter. Yeah.
Oh yeah, today is her
Oh,
birthday.
today, yeah.
Okay, at least I'm sad. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's good. I'm okay.
She turned one in about a few minutes. Well, it's already the 9th on your side. So happy birthday, Cindy.
My man, don't hurry and push the get birthday. We'll get still get
What's
2
up?
minutes.
What's the picture?
No, she turned 1 in 30 minutes. My man, we leave me here.
We can wait for 30 minutes.
We can wait, but
Okay.
it's already the 9th in Liberia. According
You
to
know, women they don't want to grow old. Women
no,
don't want to
listen,
grow old.
I will not grow old. According
Oh,
to
no, he didn't.
according to Nelson,
No, he just didn't say that.
we're going by Liberian time.
Oh,
And,
okay. Then my bad. My bad.
Josh?
Liberian time is the official time on this show.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize.
She's officially 1 year old.
Happy pre and happy
10:30 at night.
You want to quickly share the photo with me again?
Hey, I did.
Again
Don't-
because the chat.
Oh,
I can't
Don't
find
be
you.
misled because
Happy birthday to you.
Hold on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear.
Happy birthday to you. And we're singing for a living will
It's so out of tune. The
Oh,
late night show.
Check your
Y'all
personal.
be still on the late night show.
no, Cindy, now you're our choir director. You forgive her.
I know.
Sandy, which choir director?
Bafana crying team.
Don't go to Broadway, please. Still on this late night show.
Sandy, who can be crying? You say George, like another choir director.
And he can sing, yeah.
George, your choir director in the Methodist church before. He used to sing. You know that Methodist church again?
Keep laughing at your singing.
I know that choir was sucks.
George,
The George sing to you, they even know.
George,
But let's sing a birthday song now because you want to hear my own voice.
Mikey, we need your
Amen.
voice.
Thank you.
Your voice,
Yeah.
your voice.
I do whoever.
Okay, so so this is
You have no idea. I'm about to go on American record.
How's about to start running and
What's her name?
Happy birthday to you.
Sina is 1 year old. She's
Happy birthday. They don't want me to sing, go.
Margaret, hold on. Her name is Sina Manjon Johnson, and that's our little angel. Want to say happy birthday to you.
Is it a more
And
people
then-
in the car?
Happy birthday, Shannon.
Your birthday today.
You know-
Guys, we have to go. We want to say thanks to
This is
everyone.
the little one that Hans have a whole
Come away
suite full of
again.
guns for.
Have a good night. Of course, the
Happy
late night show-
birthday. Happy birthday.
The late
And
night
boys,
show
have
will
you-
be back on tomorrow. And we want to say thanks to everyone for being here with us tonight. Okay, so bye-bye, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the program. Until then, have a good night.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And you